flashing lights, baby. Flashing lights everywhere.
Niggas was saying shit about me and they didn't even fucking know me. This is my story. This is what I was doing when wasn't nobody looking.
Y'all don't know what goes on in practice or the locker room.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa! I got dizzy doing that, guy. I ain't gonna lie. I just got a little dizzy. I got to get my equilibriums back. Okay, Gil. I mean, all red. What you trying to tell us?
Nothing. I had to find something to wear with the other grandma.
What set you from,
the grandma sneakers.
Nice. I like that.
Coordination. You got to coordinate.
I like those.
But this is Gilbert. This is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. We got Gilbert Arenas here with us. We got Lexi Brown back on the couch. No, where Cannon? Punishment?
We're hitting terrible twos. Acting up a little bit.
2 months? Look at terrible 2 months.
He's in his bed, chilling.
You love him at the crib?
Love him at the crib.
And we got NBA champion Rasheed Wallace back with us in the arena.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you got the Chiefs socks on, the Sixers hat.
Hey, I gotta rep my squads, you know. Somehow, some way, I'm gonna have something with Chiefs on, an undershirt, T-shirt, socks, hat.
That's real.
I need to give me a football team.
Raiders, Gil, come on.
The LA Raiders ain't here anymore.
I mean, you can roll with the Rams, but because of proximity.
Or the Chargers. They're all in the same building. SoFi.
Nice arena.
Oh, Chargers there too?
Yeah.
SoFi is very nice.
I mean,
yes, it is.
I did go to the game. I went to the Browns.
Oh, you was there?
Yeah, I was there. You was there?
No, Gil, I'm not successful.
No invite? Huh? You didn't invite us?
My daughter was the little cheerleader.
Oh.
I know. Okay. I know. I didn't even know cheerleading would get me that close to the field. Like I was on the field.
I saw.
I'm like, what? Cheerleading? Go, baby, go! This is crazy. Like I was like, hey, how often do we get to do this, parents?
Yeah.
Did you see Bron and Kareem there?
Yeah, Captain was.
Listen, I seen Kareem. I was like, oh shit, Kareem, bro. Had the number 2 scoring, and then they had to trump that and pull LeBron. Number one.
That's not fair.
And I was like, now go back to Kareem. Go back to Kareem.
That's not right.
Go back to Kareem. Because I want to see his face like, oh, this.
So many things they could have put in that little title.
One game I go to, this nigga got to be here.
Yeah, I know he was mad. I know he was mad. Like, come on, every time I go somewhere, dude's here.
Every time. Every time I go somewhere, you go somewhere.
You somewhere.
Goddamn refrigerator eating up all the food. So, we got a lot to talk about, but here's what's cooking in the arena today. The first night of the in-season tournament quarterfinals is in the books, but do all the IST haters owe Adam Silver an apology? I think so after that Pacers-Celtics game. Pistons have lost 17 straight games, but are they a bad team or a young team, or both? And Sheeds is a Philly native and Sixers fan, but is he finally ready to trust the process? But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use promo code GIL. They will match your first deposit up to $100. You heard that right. If you download the app, use promo code GIL, they will match your first deposit up to $100.
To a bean.
$100 is a lot of bread. I was on a little heater last night. Bruce Brown betrayed me, but nonetheless, still got a little bag. Appreciate you, Jason Tatum.
Can I borrow 100?
Can we transfer bread over?
I don't know. I'll
shoot you some.
I keep saying I got 50 cents. Like, send me something is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I'm still eating good off the WNBA Finals. It really elevated my bag to a whole nother level. Took a couple L's, but we still good. And we do MostlyFans at the end of every show. If you drop a good question with your Underdog Fantasy username and we use it on the show, we will give you a $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. If you send us a video to mostlyfansgil@gmail.com and we use it on the show, we will give you $100. If you ask a couple good questions, not questions that are part of the same question, we might give you $200.
Man, you could do late night. You over that little jazz joint. Hey, this is JoJo here. Here with you.
We used to have Theo on 92.3 The Beat, so I've always tried to get my voice.
It gets better every week, Joe.
I'm trying. I'm working. I'm trying not to get packed up by the chat, so. Unsuccessfully. But if you can't watch the live show with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcast from. And as a reminder, we got to tell you the same thing every single day. We got our first annual Gills Arena Shootout presented by Underdog Fantasy coming soon. You can sign up on the Gills Arena Discord. We're going to select 2 fans to participate in the competition off that. You can also pull up to the district in Chatsworth, California on Saturday, December 16th, 9 a.m. We're taking the top 16 finishers. They will also qualify for the Gills Arena Shootout on January 20th, 2024. So that's our 2 fan winners. 16 trial winners will go up against Gil, Lexi, Brandon Rashad, and our 2 celebrity creators, Jenna Bandy and Jesser. Winner take-all shootout for $100,000. So if you want to pull up to the district, the address is 19851 Nordhoff Place, Unit 104, Chatsworth, California. Just look for the long line, security. We're supposed to have some snacks and some beverages there.
Coming.
You pulling up, shit?
Coming. I need that bread, cuz.
You're the Underdog family. Tim, if you're watching the show,
Tim, you got to automatically get him in.
He automatically in.
January.
Can't wait.
So let's
Have
get
you been practicing?
No.
That's gonna be fly though.
You haven't been practicing? You just coming?
January 1.
Okay.
January 1.
You think you about to get lethal in 19 days against me? I keep thinking it's sweet out here.
Did you win the one-on-one yesterday?
I gotta tell you about that.
Yeah, we already know.
Bro, yeah.
I gotta tell you about
I'll let him tell you about that first.
I'll tell you about that later.
Gills Arena taking L, left or right. Well, let's get into something a little lighthearted. We had some shoe beef develop last week between Ant Edwards and KD, and even the Adidas social account. So it all started when a video dropped on Nice Kicks Twitter with Ant Edwards naming a player he would love to see wearing his new AE1s.
Who in the league I want to see wearing? KD. Yeah, and he with Nike. I want to see him put on the AE1s.
Okay, maybe in practice or something.
Nah,
you know?
in the game.
You funny.
As Ant mentioned KD's team Nike, and after KD saw the video, he offered this response. Won't ever see me put a big toe in them MFers. So the official Adidas account decided to step in and clap back at Durant on Ant's behalf in a since deleted tweet.
Oh, they deleted it?
They said, "You dusty, about to retire soon anyway."
They deleted it? Oh no.
Yeah, they shouldn't have got it. It was between two dudes. They shouldn't have got in that.
I love when corporate gets into it. And
But do you think they did that on purpose?
I think they took advantage of opportunity.
Whoever designed that shoe was on that shoe team. I guarantee you was the one that put it up there.
Yeah. So I'm like, maybe
Take it
someone thought
personal.
they was on they personal, but they was really on.
but it's nah.
That's why I was deleted fast.
Nah, that's
Oh, you,
like
you deleted, but
I love when
it
Wendy's
was
do it.
up for way too long. They should have just left it.
I love when Wendy's do it, like when Wendy's snap back or
They
Chick-fil-A.
do it on TikTok a lot too. The corporate accounts.
Yeah.
They just jump into random things.
It makes it feel like normal.
They calling KD Dusty though, Gil? That's come on.
Yeah, Dusty's crazy.
Kevin Wayne Durant.
Hey man, when you the op, you the op.
Still a killer.
You know, you the op. He's the op
No,
at this point.
But it makes me wonder for all y'all, which current or former player's shoes would you never wear under any circumstances?
Never wear.
Ooh. I mean, there's a few. I mean, you had them Dada boys when they was wearing Dadas.
Web.
The spinners?
Yeah, them spinning bullshits.
Come on, Gil.
People wore those on the court.
Web and Spree.
Them Kim Noahs.
Oh, the Super Chickens. Lecoq Sportif joints.
Yeah, like Spotify, Spotify, whatever. There was a Kim Noah. First of all, I don't know how he got his own signature shoe, but that's beyond the point.
It's the French shoe. His dad's a famous tennis player.
Oh, bro?
Historical. Hell yeah, Hall of Famer. And
shit, I didn't know that.
And Lecoq Sportif is a big tennis shoe. So yeah, he's tied. It made sense.
Oh, okay,
But,
it
damn,
makes sense. I mean,
I feel you though. That shoe.
I
is
didn't know he was French.
Were they ugly?
Shout out
Hell
to
yeah.
Yannick Noah.
Shout out to my man Giannis.
Okay. I mean, okay. I can see how you got it. You know?
That's how I got it.
You know, nothing about him. It's just them shoes was not it.
Yeah, the Super Chickens.
The Super
I don't
Chicken.
think I could ever play in the. Remember when we was all growing up, the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird Converse?
They tried to push those.
That was the whole league.
I couldn't play in them joints.
Great commercial though.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
Not buying it.
Oh.
I see you with the Gucci's though. Look at that.
Oh, thank you.
Gucci no socking them people.
My friend actually got, my best friend, she got these for me for my birthday last year.
Okay.
Okay, friend.
Yeah. I will say for her birthday though, we went to Italy. That was her.
You got her a trip to
Damn.
Italy? She got.
No, I went with her too.
Okay, you just traveled.
She didn't go by herself.
Okay.
I was about to say, that's not an even trade.
I need friends like this. I just get the happy birthday. I'm like, all right.
We go.
Happy birthday.
We go all
With little
out
balloons and
birthdays.
shit.
We go all
Or the
out.
confetti falling down.
So which current or former player shoes would you never be caught dead wearing?
I don't know. I like all shoes. I try everybody's shoes. I mean, this isn't a person's shoes, but the And1 shoes, like, were those ever like, those were popular for real at some point, right?
Certain section of the
shoes?
community.
And1 shoes.
The shirts.
At one point they were.
The
The
shorts.
shirts and the shorts.
With the trash talk on.
Yeah, the trash talk
With
shirts.
the big crossover dude, right?
Yeah.
Those shoes are.
Would you bring the pumps back?
I can't play in them, but I wear them. They're too heavy.
Okay.
They're so heavy, but I be wearing them like with outfits.
They don't do, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, they don't custom for you. You ain't D Brown, so I'm
Yeah.
just,
They make new colors, but they send him. He has so many pairs at the house.
They just
and then
chilling?
him and my brother just did a collab with Mischief, so they made the pumps and they put like the pump all over the shoe, and they did like a commercial together.
Did they say it's the same as when he played, like, or were they a little bit lighter for him?
Honestly, I should probably ask him that. I can't imagine him playing in those heavy shoes
Yeah.
because he's a skinny guy.
Because the ones I wear now, those are kind of heavy. The Gil
They
Resto
probably
Mods,
ain't no heavier than
heavy.
these.
Yeah,
They're heavy.
They're heavy, right?
Yeah, I can't hoop in these, but I can
Yeah, I
definitely.
was just like, mine wasn't.
I don't hoop
Skinny
anyway.
dudes,
I was like, mine wasn't heavy.
No, but I like them. They're cute to like walk around in and stuff.
So she will start with you. Which player's shoes did you never wear but wish you could have hooped in at any point in life growing up?
Wow. That's a good one. Actually, I ended up. It's gonna go bad. It sounds bad, especially what I said yesterday, but actually, I had a pair of David Robinsons.
Okay.
So remember, David Robinson, he had the pump joint too, and but it was some type of contraption on the side.
The
though.
straps were the
Yeah, and I actually was able to get they was hand-me-down joints, but hey, fuck it, I take them. But no, those are the joints that I wanted when I was a young boy because I was always into protecting my ankles, and man, somehow, some way, my mom got me them joints. You know, it wasn't a box; it was just a hand tool. Like, I'm like, hey, let me see, But yeah, that was the David Robinson joint. I forgot the name of them, but it was like. It had the little air bubble on the bottom. There was like a little bit green, lime green or some shit like that.
The APPARELs.
Yeah, they was tough. I was like,
It sounded like that should have been.
Oh, these joints. Oh, yeah.
The APPARELs.
The Admirals.
man. But I was like,
Billy Hughes,
all right.
man. The Nike Command
They was free though, so.
That's how high though.
Free.
Oh yeah, they was high. They were high
They were
tops,
high
bro.
tops.
Like real high tops.
Them
They
joints,
probably
like
came
right
up to
here.
where my socks
Like the
at
Kobe
down there.
ones that he made.
Yeah, damn near. Yeah.
Ew.
Yo, you got to protect your money, man. Knees, back, and ankles. Got to protect them.
So, Lexi, how about yourself? Who's a player's shoes you never wore, but you
I
would
wish
consider
I
doing
was
it?
cool enough to wear like the retro Jordans in games. I just was not, my court swag was just not up to par for those. And I didn't think they were that comfortable to play in, but they look real cool on the court. Retros do, but I never was a
Retros, not the originals?
I mean, they all the same. Like, what?
No, they're not the same. Because you know the originals, they got, you know how like it's like clear bottoms? Those is yellow, right? You can see the glue coming out right here and probably up and down, you done probably split out of that. That means
I'm like,
original.
Yeah, because I'm like, how did he play in these shoes? Like, the retros.
Orthotics.
Yeah, I'm
He's so
like, the
retarded.
way he played too, I'm like, there's no way. But they look so cool on the court, so I wish I was able to play.
And I hear you say you don't have swag. You crazy.
In the past.
Back in
In the past.
Isn't that-
In the past.
The swag is.
Young baby Lex had an arm sleeve, saggy shorts, no ponytail. It was just. But she got buckets though.
The swag is supreme.
She got buckets though. She just was not very cute doing it, but it's okay.
So good. How about yourself? Which player's shoes did you never wear but wish you could have hooped in?
Sir,
I'm sir now. Good.
I was privileged back then. That's all I had was shoes. No clothes. I had every shoe.
Foot game on 10.
What? Same shorts. All I did is just turn them out, flip them back on. Yeah. It's Michigan today. It's the same Michigan tomorrow, but you can't see the M. I had every shoe, so I mean, you know.
But you always played in low tops, though.
Yeah,
right?
so Bo Jackson, I had Andre Agassiz, I had Deion Sanders. I played in everything.
Yeah.
I
played in Ken Griffey's.
Yeah, Ken Griffey's, I had those. Yeah, them 24s.
Luxurious.
Yeah, the ones that was them grain heels, the felines, the grain heels with the little. They had the little all the way around like little choo-choo train on both sides.
They look heavy too, though. Them joints look heavy.
Bring Feeler back. Come on, guys. But let's talk a little bit about KD. So Durant also made some history last week, passing Moses Malone to reach the top 10 in all-time scoring. So She, want to start with you. What do you think about KD's game, and where would you rank him all-time if you had to? And if you're watching this, I know you don't care about these things, but we're doing a show, so we got to ask these questions.
No, it's still my opinion. I still think right now he's the best player in the league. You know, no disrespect to everybody else, but it just come too simple for him, dog. If you think about it, you know, he doesn't have to do a million dribbles to get a bucket or make a pass. It's either one or two dribbles. Either I'm gonna pull up, shoot it, or lay it up. Or if I ain't got either one of them, I'm gonna go ahead. He just keeps it simple, and to me, that's the best basketball you could play. You know, again, no disrespect to anybody else that's playing in the league right now, but that's just my opinion. But man, he's gonna be top notch. I think for me in the league right now, I would definitely put him in, like, you know, if I had to put together a top 5, he would be in my top 5.
Okay.
Like, I would put him at small forward though, opposing to power forward at center like he plays sometimes now. But yeah, man, I would definitely have to put him in my top 5 of guys in the league now.
So you say KD's best player in the league right now, your opinion?
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, on the facts, simplicity. He keeps it simple. It's like, you don't see him making too many fucked up passes or fucked up plays or forcing too many shots, you know what I'm saying? Trying to shoot over 2 and 3 people. No, if I see both of y'all coming at me, take that, Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He keeps it simple.
This is weird. We're in a time where the NBA players who played with the guys, who watches the game, who knows everything under the hood, gets challenged by fans on who they think is the best because they get it from the media.
Yep.
And who the media pushes. If you listen to all players, we're telling you who we think the best is because we're watching the games, we practice, we've
been there, done that.
Yeah, we're like, yo, this is bad. And I'm sitting here having a full argument with dudes about
don't know anything.
about oh, this is what Steve this is what when the fuck did they play the game? That's like me sitting there watching their algorithm and say, oh, this is the best reporter. They'll be offended.
Fact.
They'll be offended if I be like, yo, Pat McAfee is the best one doing it out there. They'll be like, well, hold on.
Fact.
He just got here a few years ago. We've been doing this for a long time. Well, the way his algorithm is running, they'll look at me. So that's how we looking at y'all. Like, don't tell us who. We know who the best is. We know who has a best team. We know who's the best player. How about it?
Yeah, you rolling with Pat McAfee, I'm rolling with Black McAfee, so.
Okay. So, now I'm just saying.
You pay my bills.
I'm just saying if we did that, if we start ranking them, they'd be pissed off.
For sure. We might as well do it.
Hey, you know what we should do as former athletes? Get a little committee together and go to their office and kill them like they be killing us.
Just
you suck!
Yeah.
No, you didn't put the comma there!
You got this story wrong.
go to anybody's job, really.
You called him a power forward. He's a small forward.
It's crazy. But yeah, but then like when you have an athlete who expresses their opinion, that's my thing is you ask for someone's opinion, then you get mad when they give
it.
Because it doesn't agree with your opinion. And then they bring up like players' stats. Oh, you don't have this. You don't have. Well, what do y'all have? Y'all are sitting at home. So why are you able to tell us how we can feel when we have these experiences, we have these skill sets, we know what goes on in practices and workouts, and y'all don't know shit. And y'all are getting mad at us for having valid opinions.
I respect
but
it.
the way I don't know, this KD conversation is odd because I think people do have a problem with how easy he makes the game. And it's not always like the sexy play, but he makes the right play and he makes the best play. And I don't know, but yeah, I think he's gonna, I don't know if I would say top 5 like you guys, but top 10 for sure. But one of the best scorers of all time, definitely.
I mean, I think what's wild with KD, Achilles injury, we've seen guys suffer that injury, and it's almost like he's gotten better.
Yeah.
Since.
What's so funny is when he had got it done, when he got injured and when John Wall got injured, I was like, oh, these are 2 players that won't be affected by their Achilles because it wasn't their jumping leg, right? So Kevin Durant hurt his right Achilles. His left leg is his jumping leg. So, you know, he wasn't going to be affected like everybody else.
No.
You know, DeMarcus Cousins, everybody, that was their left. It was their
harder comeback.
Yeah, it's the harder comeback because we got to jump up out of the, you know, so you need your jumping leg. So
Yeah.
for him, it was like, yeah, I was like, oh, ain't she gonna change?
Yeah, true.
And Katie, if you're watching this, we still need you to pull up to the arena, all right? We're still looking for you. I ran up on him after he was supposed to come on, Gil. He said he was gonna come on. Still ain't came on.
Wasn't it it was a weekend.
Whatever.
No, it was a weekend what happened, and you know, because they trained at a certain time. It was Friday?
It was
one
Friday,
of those
Saturday.
days. It was one of the days where we had them, and then, it was Sunday. It was on a Sunday.
We was ready on the Lord's Day for you, Katie, but nonetheless, all right, let's talk a little bit about this in-season tournament. Monday was the first night of the in-season tournament quarterfinals. Celtics-Pacers game did not disappoint. We got some highlights to roll through. So with the game tied late in the fourth quarter, Tyrese Haliburton put the Pacers on his back. This huge 4-point play. Haliburton had his first career triple-double, joins Nikola Jokic as the only players this season with a triple-double that includes 0 turnovers. Pacers rattled off 9 straight points. You can see, they're hungry for that dough.
That was his first triple-double?
First career, yeah, which is wild.
Surprising.
That's wild.
What he's doing this season, but
Look at the bench.
But look at the Pacers play. You see how turned up they were after the win for good reason. They have the lowest payroll in the league. So that $500,000 grand prize is looking mighty appealing to that crew.
I bet.
I think it's something like 10 guys on that roster who are making under $3 million. So
Woo, boy, they about to spend.
playing hard.
That's already spent. Boy, I'm about to get that Phantom I wanted. Woo!
I can't. That's crazy. That's. Look at that.
No, I swear to God, watch.
Yeah.
Watch. When they after they get that check,
As a young fella, yeah.
I want to see what they walk in with. The uniforms. I mean, I want to see that. Was it fit
gonna
cam?
be something.
Fit cam
gonna
boys
be
go jeweled out.
It's gonna
New
be something.
chains, a whole new fit. Hire.
they already guaranteed themselves 50 for reaching the quarterfinals. Now it's 100 for reaching the semifinals. And if they make it to the finals, they're getting at least 200,000, whether they win or lose. And then 500 obviously goes to the winner. So,
Wow, that's nice.
but what did the Pacers show you in the IST quarterfinal win over the Celtics?
Put them on TV more.
I think that was Haliburton's second national TV game in his career,
Put them on TV.
or at least with the Pacers.
I mean, they got an exciting team. I mean, they got a couple exciting players in the way, he plays. It's good for basketball. Mm-hmm. He's not as flashy as Melo Ball, but he's that style. He's that style of player. So getting him some more TV games, letting the world see who he is good for the league.
Well, yeah, you already know how that is. They gonna go off of who has the most fans, followers, and all of that stuff. So they're gonna put more of those games on TV with the bigger teams. But no, Indiana's a good team. I definitely agree with you, Gil. They're a good young team. They should be on TV more because that's what you're promoting. Mm-hmm. As part of the NBA, you're promoting a younger league, which it is. So shit, put everybody on TV.
Are they able to like change? They can change games.
Hell
on
yeah.
TV? Is
Flex
that a
them
thing?
out.
Hell yeah.
No, yeah. They can.
They've done
Yeah,
it.
the
They've
fact
done
that
it.
He's only been on TV, national TV twice is crazy. But I mean, I think that's the best thing about this in-season tournament. I think they talked about it last night. The TNT guys, like how these smaller market teams are able to be shown on, nationally broadcasted games and have these opportunities. I mean, you get up a little bit more for those games. If you're not used to playing on nationally broadcasted games, like you're gonna be a little bit more hyped. So, I mean, you saw the bench, like they're going crazy. Like they excited, we going to Vegas.
We going to the chip.
Right? We finna win a little trophy.
Finish
Like
the season last place.
And I think the thing was, if they would have lost that game, we would have had to go hang out in New York to see if who was going to lose between the Bucks and Knicks. And then if the Bucks ended up losing, they would have had to fly to Milwaukee. So now they just got the straight shot to Vegas. They get to hang out for a couple.
Straight to Vegas?
Straight to Vegas.
Oh, shit.
I will be there on Thursday.
Oh, shit.
You about to be there too?
Gil, you coming?
Come on, Gil.
Wow.
I have plugs too, Gil. Not many.
Wow.
Not many, but
Nah, listen, we were supposed to go there and do shows. Right? We had people who said that, I don't know if we should go, we're going to be
people?
busy. And,
Was that-
and then we got two of y'all going automatically.
Who
We
said
could have had
that?
a show there.
I'm not going for
fucking
work.
up
It's
in
a
the
J-cation.
And J.K.'s, huh?
It's a
I'm
J-cation.
going for content with Threads. Thanks,
Shout out to Threads.
Josiah.
Shout out to Nick Marquez, that whole crew over there. The Threads crew trying really hard to,
See how
Done on Twitter.
the African Americans do.
quick.
You use that the Rams
They
game.
gonna
I
be-
don't like
They're
football.
going to be out there anyway. Like, oh, man.
I would have been ready to work if we did go out there. But we're saving. We got some big things coming up. All-Star Weekend, summer. So, yeah, we have a finite budget. We're trying to make it work. We're not getting the Cam and Mace budget yet.
I'm with you. I got people watching. I'm with you.
Hey, I'm
we
with
need
you
their
too.
budget.
Shit.
We're going to talk underdog. All right, we have some things to discuss at our next powwow. But Pacers are on pace to have the highest offensive rating in NBA history. But they're 28th in defensive rating this season.
Yeah.
So will their defensive struggles be their Pacers' Achilles heel?
Probably like Phoenix Suns, for the most part during the regular season, that they can offensively just run through teams, especially teams that focus on defense and don't really have much offense. They can, outscore them. But, once playoffs get down, if they can't stop anybody, that offense is meaningless.
Yeah, it's out the window. No, you definitely. I'm all defense anyway. They say defense wins championships, offense sells tickets.
Okay.
I don't care if I'm selling tickets or not. We're gonna get some stops.
So you still feel defense wins championship even in this NBA?
Oh, it has to, because you got to look at it. It comes down to, the last few teams who won it. The Bucks, the Warriors. At some point, look at their defensive prowess from the regular season. But as them playoffs came each round, for a lot of the teams that won it over the last few years, their defense clamped down. Now, I'm not saying that it was a straight lockup. I think more now they think good defense is just a regular missed shot, contested or not. But teams locked down, they, less shots, it's less bullshit shots. The more the veteran teams value the rock.
I think the Nuggets last year were one of the few anomalies. I want to say their defense finished 15th regular season. I know they picked it up in the postseason, but before that, I think the last 8 or 10 chances.
Well, that's regular season. Again, that's regular season.
But yeah, they got it right.
It's a different season. Once at the end of them 82, and we all got 0 wins and 0 losses. Yo, it's a whole new season.
Whole new season, for real.
Lakers had to find that out the hard way. Still reeling from that. Some say it was a sweep. I just say minimum amount of games allowed to advance. Lexi, what do you think about this Pacer squad? Regular season versus now when we get to the postseason, will that defense become an issue?
mean, they play no defense at all. Like it was like blow by. But it kind of seems like, obviously I don't have any inside information. This is just from what I've noticed, that maybe they just, preseason you do a lot of defensive stuff. You get your, your concepts in. Maybe they did it the opposite way. Maybe they're like, we gonna score the ball and we gonna work on our defense as the season goes. get y'all's confidence up. Y'all can be happy, scoring the ball, having fun. And then by the time, hopefully, they make playoffs, they're going to have all their concepts in. They're going to have their defense set. And then maybe they'll build that way, which for me, like, that's not a bad way because I hate training camp because of that. It's defense every day. Like, I hate it. And then they get mad at us when we can't put the ball in the basket. But I was like, because we took 5 shots in practice today because we were doing defensive stuff all freaking training camp.
The one thing I hate about training camp defense was this. It was so unrealistic.
So unrealistic.
Like, we the starting 5 playing defense against the second, third, and dudes who ain't playing. Us shutting them down don't got shit to do with the teams we playing. The starting 5 we playing against ain't this sorry motherfuckers we looking at right now.
But it's different, though. It's different, though. Even though you got your first team, of course, they the best 5 out there, if you going against every day, I know what you going to do. Every day. Every time we in practice, and you want to call like, a 14 or, fifth side 4, whatever, every day I know it's coming. But here's the thing. So where the discipline and you become a better defensive team at is, how can I stop this play without fouling, cutting it short, or bullshitting the play? Like, I know you gonna set the screen and it's mandated for you to roll. I know this, so, okay, no, I'm gonna just let you go set the screen. And I'm gonna meet you here.
I hate that.
No.
I hate
What if coach wants you to step up and show because it's a dangerous shooter or whatever the case may be? Yo, get that stop, show, and get back to your man. That's good defense. I've always hung my hat on defense, so. Again, I'm with every defense.
Is that the difference between like a great defensive team and a bad like we in practice working on a hard show, but I know my point guard can't shoot the guy I'm guarding, so I'm cheating the play anyway. I'm gonna just go under, even though the other 29 guards I'ma have to go over, right, because they all can shoot. I'm just going under him because I know he can't shoot, and I'm cheating the play due to this is just practice.
This is just practice. Yep, and that's how.
I guess in
poor defense. As we always say, you practice, and you play how you practice. If you got poor habits in practice, again, as you said, you cutting plays short, offense and defense. Guess what you're gonna do in the game, and then be mad when y'all 28th in scoring and all of that shit. Oh, it's because of practice.
Do you think like teams are better defensively if they have the way they play defense and they don't really change it based on, obviously you have your scouting reports, you do some things that are scout specific, but you don't deviate too much from your base defense? Because I've noticed that some teams I've been on, we have like a completely different defensive game plan, like every game.
Well, that's for us, it worked out good in Detroit. It was good or bad. With certain special players, of course, you're going to deviate from your everyday defense. But for the most part, it was like, look, no, we're going to ice it. We're going to push them to the, left baseline or push them to the right baseline, whichever side they were on. No, we're going to keep it on this side of the floor. At that man at the top, hey, you're going to take away any type of pass out there. So then that way, for sure, we keeping it on this type of the floor. You got help on a backdoor cut by the guys that's already down low.
Yeah.
Nah.
Look, I'm definitely a big believer in y'all going to have to face our defense.
Exactly.
We're not adjusting to how y'all play offense.
Yep.
But some coaches don't believe in that. Some coaches are just okay with, this game we going to trap, this game we going to hard hedge, this game we going to ice. And I don't think that's a good way to play defense.
That's how you end up with low percentages as far as low rankings with defensive teams because, as you just mentioned in your original statement, they don't have no base. Like, what are you setting your defense on? We know what you set your offense on is going to go through 1 or 2 people. What are you setting your defense on? What you hanging your hat on?
Yeah.
I think we had Norris Cole on the show recently. That's what he was talking about with Spo. Spo's like, we're going to do this the way we do it. Then he may switch it up later on in the season, but him and LeBron used to butt heads with it a little bit. Because Brown would want, he would want to make the adjustment. Then Spo's like, nah, this is how we playing it. Get down with it.
Culture.
But
Heat culture.
that heat culture. Or is it heat culture or is it? I can't wait for Pat Riley to run up on you, bro.
And I got to have some questions. I got a whole bunch of years. Can you explain this?
Fan, why you want Pat Riley to run up on?
No,
we just joke.
Oh, okay.
You don't believe in heat culture.
I'm like, I get heat culture, but what was
You don't believe in
Fucking movie.
like? Shouldn't it be LA culture? Shouldn't it be Lakers culture? Shouldn't it be Heat culture? I mean, shouldn't it be Knicks culture? Like,
Nah, it makes sense. But let's talk a little bit about Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese had a historic November, joined some elite company, averaged 29 points, close to 12 assists, while shooting 53% from the field, 47% from three, which is
Jeez.
especially like with that jumper. But that he got it, and that's what he's gonna keep doing. That jumper, you see that jumper at the park, like, ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
Martin jumper.
Yeah, but it go in. So shout out to Haliburton.
old Lonzo Ball. The old Lonzo Ball, yeah.
So only Michael Jordan and LeBron James ever averaged 25 and 10 with 50 and 40% shooting month. But Haliburton has some interesting things to say about individual accolades.
What?
Okay.
No, I just.
5 points, 10
Assists, 50%.
field goals
Say it again.
from three.
Said it. Oh.
in a month.
In a month. LeBron did it twice, MJ did it once in 89. That's not a good.
He did that for the month of November?
Yeah, that's what Haliburton did for November.
Problem.
Good.
Because it's like these are new things that they just create and just to create it.
Well,
You can find a stat for anything.
From 50 to damn near 80, from 50 to 70, they didn't even keep all the
But
stats
you
and
know
shit.
they always gotta pull a silver
didn't-
lining out of everything.
they
I
didn't
will
keep.
say I'm always impressed with when people find these
They
stats.
just make up shit just to fit people in. It just does.
God.
They just do all right.
But young fella playing good.
No, yes.
You know what I'm
Why we
saying?
just can't say that?
Yeah.
well,
he
you
just
gotta
playing
bring Michael
good.
Jordan
He
into
tearing it
now.
up.
Because we add context. There's only 3 players that have done it, and those 3 players are MJ, LeBron, and Tyrese Haliburton. Doesn't that make Tyrese Haliburton?
That's-
We're trying to sell these Pacers games.
Does that mean
Well,
that
for
he's
that-
gonna be in the GOAT conversation now?
Oh shit.
Goat.
Just throwing that out there, because why would you do that to that poor boy? Just let him hoop.
But Haliburton has some interesting things to say about individual accolades versus winning. He said the following: I just want to get to the playoffs, not gonna lie. All the individual stuff is cool, and I've accomplished a lot individually already. Been an all-star, which is the main goal of mine when I came to the NBA. Obviously, there's more for me to achieve individually, but individual success is nothing at this point. I just want to win. I'm tired of being a loser.
You ain't a loser, son.
Yep.
That part I could say, shit, he winning. You know, going to get that bread. Got, you know what I'm saying? Shit, boy, you winning. Shit.
You are a winner.
Coming from a champ.
Man,
This is-
you
You
winning.
are, in fact,
We've
winning.
argued a lot on this couch about that.
I get what he's saying though. You know what I'm saying? As he said in his statement, you know, his main goal before he got to the league was to make the All-Star game. Boom, accomplished. So
Now what's next?
now what? Now what else do I want? I'm tired of getting my ass kicked every night. I'm tired of being looked at as, you know, and Gil, you know how we all did it. You look when the schedule come out, you look like, all right, yeah, I can fuck around here. This. He tired of being looked at as one of them cities.
That they
Like,
fuck around.
Indiana ain't shit. Like, we gonna look at this, boom, boom.
So you really would go through the schedule?
Hell yeah.
Like, all right, I'm gonna chill.
Hell, it was nice when, like, all right, no, I'm gonna go to sleep this night. I ain't going out. I might. This one, oh, for sure, I'm partying. I'm kicking it. Hell yeah. What?
So we know the usual suspects, but which cities would show up on that schedule? Like, which city low key is turned up that people don't know about?
I mean, it's the basics for the most part, especially back then when you talking about late 90s, early 2000s for me. You know, you got your Houstons.
Okay.
They was cracking. Atlanta was a terrible team, but the nightlife, sheesh. Claude, have mercy. Of course, out here, LA, you know, all your major cities, New York, Miami was always nice. Even Orlando was pretty nice because you had good weather down there. Yeah. So, you know, all your nice cities like that.
Okay,
So, you know,
sure.
I'm in the hotel now. Real talk, I'm in the hotel in Utah.
We know. They got the humidifiers in the hotel. I didn't know what
Man.
they was for. Then I thought I had the Rona. So
I'm in the hotel, and I was in a hotel in Minnesota, and I was in a hotel in San Antonio.
Facts.
So when you saw those cities on the schedule, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna rejuvenate.
And Denver.
Here's
and that-
rejuvenation, room service,
What?
not leaving the crib.
Don't even think about leaving. You just be like, come on, man. Just
Gil, nobody ever
Yeah.
gets you like, Salt Lake, turn up tonight, Gil, pull up.
Nah.
Yeah, ain't
Never?
no, man. No.
There's no hidden-
Nathan,
no
now you ain't
cities with
missing
hidden
Nathan
gems.
out there.
No hidden gems.
Man, if it snowed out there, I wasn't even thinking about it.
It's facts.
Like it's like I came on the plane like I left my house. From my garage to the plane, I got on sandals. So I was one of those, soon as we came off the plane and hit that snow, like, oh my God, what was I
doing?
You just
It was like, Gil, what are you wearing? I was like, well, I'm sorry, my garage is heated. So shit.
In the
Shit, it's always 85.
It's always gonna be warm.
It's always 85.
But Lex, you want to know, has ring culture changed the young players' perspective on individual accomplishments?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, you have someone like Haliburton who says, I just want to win. But then I know we just brought up like Melo Ball. Like, I don't think we've ever even had that conversation, or any reporters have even asked him about like winning a championship. But not saying he doesn't care about it, but
He is in Charlotte, so they know better.
right. So it's just like, again, with the amount of money that they're making so early, I just feel like a lot of them now are like, let me get the bag, and then I can worry about winning later.
Word.
Yeah.
When you're thinking about history, right, and you're trying to compete with history, it is chess, right? It's a chess match, because if you're winning championships early,
You're gonna take the L later.
right, you're gonna take the L
you
later.
can't win.
But the problem with taking the L later, you don't have the energy to get the individual accolades. You know, in your 30s, trying to be selfish. No, that's how your ass is out of the league. Right, you 34 thinking you about to start doing a scoring title. Man, you'll get your ass up out of here, right? And then if you try to become a scorer early and get all these individual accolades early, you selfish and they're empty stats. Right, so the easier way is when you're young, no one's is really, looking for you to win anything. That's when you get your scoring titles and try to get all those individual awards. And then eventually when you're mature, old enough, 27, 28, 29, that's when you start trying to build for a championship. But the media now ain't allowing that shit. They gonna hurry up. You 21, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker came when he been in the league 2 years.
Right, 24 years old.
He just turned 21.
Haliburton, 23?
Yeah.
You put them in the little graphic with Bron and MJ now, all of a sudden they're going to be like, where your championships at?
Yup, they gonna be expecting
Like-
that. They got a good team though. Like,
do have a good team.
they got hard working with my young fella Miles Turner.
I like Miles.
I like Miles. That's my guy right there. You know what I'm saying? He, I think he's helping keeping them, level-headed. But yeah, them young boys is off the hook, man. They've been playing good. I ain't a big fan of the IST myself, but I mean, obviously it brought that energy that we saw a minute ago. So
you're basically saying young players, if you're a young player coming into this league now, you would focus on getting them stats as opposed to building your resume with chips and being known as a winner.
It's what do we value? And when we come into the league, our dream is to become NBA players. Once we become that, then we have to alter that dream. Usually that dream now altered is usually gonna be individualized, right? All-star, all-NBA, make the Olympic team, get a max or a super max, so, you secure in life. And then, 26, 27, 28, yeah, try to win championships, right? That's how we're, doing it. Because to really be in that GOAT department, you gotta have the numbers to back it. You gotta have the numbers to back it, because all the greatest players ever are.
yeah, they got the numbers.
They got the numbers to back it. There's only a few of them that came into the league as champions within the first 2 years. They're the ones who got drafted to great teams already. But for the most part, the destined, the GOATs, the ones we are considered the best players ever, think about the number one pick. Where's our number one pick? Spurs.
Yeah, he ain't going
Right?
to win nothing.
He ain't gonna win nothing, so it's gonna be individualized, right? When Luka got drafted, when LeBron got drafted, Tim Duncan's great. I mean, he had David Robinson. He had a great team.
Yep.
But for the most part, the best player in the draft is going to the worst
It's a
franchise.
shitty team. Yeah.
So that means he has to get his motor, do all this, and then try to win. How Michael Jordan did it, that's exactly how it's supposed to work.
Yeah.
Right? How Magic and Bird did it, that's anomalies. That's
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Magic was an anomaly for sure, because he won from beginning to the end.
Yeah.
So.
In LA, which is
that's not crazy. They was a champions
That's
2
what I'm
years
saying.
before that.
but just to be able to get that number one pick to get work.
Yeah, that was the thing. Get the number. They won a championship and got the number one pick.
Yeah.
And got worthy. Like, come on, man. That's like people don't really understand this. It's like Denver getting Wemby.
Right now.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
they got the number one draft, Wemby. Y'all would be like this. Oh, this is unfair. This is some bullshit.
What the hell is going on?
This rigged.
Exactly.
So it's basically the move now, right? Get those individual accolades, get that Supermax contract. Then if the team is still trash, say, fuck it, I'm gonna force my way out. It seems like we've seen a lot of guys do that, and players have that now, empowerment to be able to move that way. Would you agree with that or disagree?
No, I mean, it definitely was forced over. The players, in my opinion, does have a lot of power when it comes to, if I want to get traded, I'm going to let you know who I want to get traded to. When I was playing, oh no, you going to get traded to wherever the hell we want you to get traded to, that's going to work best for us. We don't give a fuck about you now because we getting rid of your ass. But now it's like, oh, so you want to be traded to like Denver. Oh, well, no problem. We'll see if we can trade you to Denver. No. FOH, nigga, fuck out of here. With that shit, like, yo, no. So it doesn't make sense for it to happen. So it's like the young fellas, hey, man, y'all better be happy and lucky that, you know what I'm saying, if you young and came into the league, that you won that chip, you better be happy and lucky because shit, you might not never make it. We had Hall of Famers who never made it. Who never won it.
And what's so funny is that they have the luxury that these guys have now.
Oh, Lord.
Iverson would have probably left
a while ago.
He would have been left and went to
Probably.
go try to win a championship. Y'all don't want to get nobody else to help me? All right, I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm out of here. I'm going to go ahead and, go and team up, get me a ring. Because if not, like when y'all think y'all going to hold me here hostage, right? And when I say hostage, I mean you guys are not willing to spend the money to bring in superstars or even make trades that make sense for me. So I'm selling out the building by myself, which I'm maximizing your pocket, right? Whoever we bring is not gonna put in the extra. They're not gonna sell a ticket because I'm selling them all. So they looking at you like, why we bringing you in? Right?
Yep.
So Iverson's sitting there just out there hustling his damn self, maxing it, and then it's like, and at the end of the day, like, hey, good job, AI. Look, we're gonna put a statue outside of the, what's the name of it? We're about to draft the young kids and we're gonna get rid of you. And he's like,
Yep.
hey, y'all could have told me this like 4-5 years ago, man.
Yeah, that's the business though, man. That's the rough thing about it though. That business is
That business is that business.
Yeah.
business is that business.
So, Lexi, should young players be expected to win after getting that big contract? I was talking about Haliburton signing that max deal, but this goes on around the league, or is that a franchise organizational thing?
I mean, win what? A championship or
Or
win
I'll
games?
just win some games,
I mean, I think if you put all this money into players or a player, yes, that should turn into more wins. Not necessarily a championship, but like if you didn't make the playoffs, maybe make the playoffs. But if they don't bring you no help, like I don't know what they expect one player to do. Like, but winning is important. But again, only one team wins at the end. And I probably could ask someone who won the NBA championship 8 years ago and answer in 3 seconds. Some people probably wouldn't even be able to tell you. So at the end of the day, you got to get your bag. And I can respect all these guys who are doing that.
So, we talked about this on the couch before, but would you rather have $300 million, no rings, or $54 million, 7 rings?
I had this conversation one day in a locker room when I was coaching. It was me, Chauncey, my young fella Peyton Siva, and my other young fella Josh Smith. We had this same conversation. I can't tell you everything that was said in it, but short story, no, for me, I gotta get that ring. I gotta get the bread. the bread is gonna come with the ring. The bread is gonna come with the ring long term. Now, it might not amount to as much. So, like, let's say, you know, as you mentioned, for example, the $300 million contract, right? Okay, I might not be able to make $300 million in that 7, 8, 9 years or however long that contract is again, but I'm immortalized though, yo. I'm in this motherfucking Hoff, which I don't want to be, you know, fuck it, but I'm in there. To me, that's why I came into the league. Like the young fella said, he came into the NBA to make the All-Star game, Haliburton. I came into the NBA to win a chip, to win at least one. And you know, I was blessed enough to make 3, but I got the 1. And shit, let me tell you, you're immortalized forever because you're immortalized in that city forever. They always gonna know you. Yo, man, you realize it's been 20 fucking years? I'm telling my age, but it's been 20 years since we won it. This upcoming season, bro, like, and guess what? I walked through the airport, say if I even got a layover for like, you know, half hour, 40 minutes in Detroit, DTW, guess what? Everybody and their mama gonna say something because of what I brought to the city. Like, for me, that outweighs the bread. Now, don't get me wrong, the bread is good too, though. The bread is, you know, but, you know, you gonna get the bread because that comes with winning. You know, because now it's like, oh shit, he's a champion, so we want to put him on this commercial, that commercial, do this, do that with him. So, you know, it might not come with the NBA track, which is guaranteed, but it might come in endorsements and other things in the long run. Shit, you might get set up for your kids, your grandkids later on in that city, you know. So, no, for me, I'm taking that ring. I'm taking the hardware.
See, I looked at it like this. $300 million, right? Over your career, or 7 rings, 54 over your career, right? And when you really take the money out of it, take the years plus that player, one is a max player, right? One is max. We know what he is. The other one is a role player, right? If you only made $54 million in your 16-year career, right? No matter how many rings you got, 16-year career, you're making $3 million. So in reality, you're asking me, do I want to be the number 1 option and fail, or the 6th, 7th, 9th man and win rings on someone else's back? There's no responsibility here, right? I get your work ethic. I don't want your work ethic. I don't want whoever's number 8 or 9.
But
I don't want your work ethic.
Somebody else's back. You could be an intricate part of that team. Let's look at Big Shot Bob.
I don't want to be Big Shot Bob.
I mean, fuck, shit. The motherfucker hit big shots to win the chips. Shit, one of them on my dumb ass for doing a dumb gamble. But I mean, damn.
I don't want to be Big Shot. I want to be Big Shot. I want to be Hakeem. I didn't work. That's what I'm saying.
You could be Dream.
No, what's that? Think about Dream's work. Think about Big Shots.
Fact.
Right.
Well,
Big Shot get to go to sleep at night. When they lose that big game, Hakeem is sitting there like, fuck, what I got to do better.
But that's what makes it more gratifying with the chip, opposing to the bread.
But what I'm saying is, instead of Hakeem, the guy who they beat, right? Instead of, like, I want the responsibility. My thing was, I got to take his work ethic too. And I've never,
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
I've never worked like that. I'd rather be a superstar and I worked my ass off and I just didn't make it, versus just being someone who came in at 10 o'clock, did the bare minimum, and then, woo, shit, like, woo, she, good job, baby, you good. Like, I don't want to be that player. Mine is the more the work ethic.
It's important, but I get what you're saying.
I mean? Mine was more the work ethic part. Like, I got to take your behavior.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I either get the AI, the Charles Barkley, all those guys' work ethic and they just failed, or, you know, my teammate, Nick Young, he has a championship. I don't want his work ethic. Fuck that. I don't want what he had to do on game day. Come in, leave early, come late. Like, no, I don't want. Not leaving. Come late, leave early.
Right.
Right, you know what I mean? Steph Curry out that motherfucker working out all goddamn day. He get to go home, do nothing. He has no responsibilities, no nothing. Just And I'm like, that's how I looked at it. It wasn't more about the ring. It's like, I don't want that dude's work ethic. That doesn't seem like.
Well, can we change the question then? Because I feel like it's kind of an unfair question. Because you're like, would you rather be a superstar or a role player?
Role player.
But that's the reality. That's what I said.
Why can't you be like a star and a superstar?
Because a star player that's a champion would not make only $54 million.
So 300 mil, no rings, 200 mil, 7 rings.
I feel like that's a better question.
So I got 7 rings for 100 million. That's
Yeah.
Tony Parker. That's Tony Parker.
saying, like, you gotta-
I can be Tony Parker.
You gotta level
he got,
out.
what,
5.
4 or 5?
So it's like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
He said,
I can be Tony Parker. I'm not gonna be no Ginobili. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep that buck.
You Ginobili, bro.
I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not coming off the bench doing
Yeah, I
some
feel like that
6-man
question
shit.
is too-
Like I'm not gonna be doing no 6-man shit. Okay.
But that's just as important.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. You cool. You sub fucking. No one's ever calling your name.
Everybody ain't got your scoring prowess,
What
dog.
I'm saying is, think about it. It all comes in when the starting 5 comes up. And she, Ginobili, nah, that ain't happening for you, partner. Yours is, listen, I can be second option money. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can
you
be
had a
second
breakthrough today. You were partly
Yeah, so
responsible.
what you did is you moved the money up. Like 200 is
I'm
work
just
ethic.
like, obviously.
Lexi, you came through.
I'm like, I don't
You
wanna
made the
be-
convo much better.
You're welcome.
Ginobili was better than me. Get the fuck out of
Like
here.
you do on this show.
No, you better
elevate.
That motherfucker talking about Ginobili was me. Get the fuck out of here. You're crazy as shit.
You heard Trevor Ariza say you were the best second rounder ever, right?
Of course.
Do you agree with
Very
this?
upset
I
about
averaged
that.
29 a game in the NBA.
Joker?
I got
Joker
booed.
was also drafted in the second round.
No. Okay. So we can get. Hold on.
Say, clear your shit up.
Hold on.
Because that's what Shannon Sharp said. He said,
when it comes to individual player, I was the better player individually. That means no team involved, just us.
You versus Joker one-on-one.
He can fuck him up. I'm gonna fuck him up. Basketball player, Joker.
5 versus 5.
Joker, all day. He utilizes his team perfect. Draymond Green, best role player. He's the best role player. Dennis Rodman, I don't know where you put him, but Ginobili's last, man. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't know what the fuck people get with this Ginobili shit. Right, I'm sorry. I've had a scouting report.
Dennis Rodman, though.
Huh?
I got to put him above.
You put Ginobili above Dennis Rodman?
I got to, yeah.
Why? What scouting report did y'all have for Ginobili?
Ginobili likes to go right. Well, this is a scouting report. Then Ginobili likes to go right. Watch for the up and under. He will give you the 2 hard dribbles to the left, hit the spin back, and go for the jump shot or pass it to the corner, depending on how the play was ran. But our main thing with Ginobili was just stay down. We know he was going to come with a lot of pump fakes, this and that. That's why, like, Tay did a good job on him being a long defender. You know what I'm saying? Having long arms and shit. But, yeah, damn, like.
No, but yeah, there was no fucking scouting report to stop Ginobili. Tim Duncan.
Well, yeah, he was the main kid.
Yeah, David Robinson.
For sure.
I mean, Tim Duncan, back then, David Robinson. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker. Period. Right? Okay, you got the 6-man coming up.
I mean,
he can get hot.
I mean, he was averaging like
16, 13.
Yeah, off the bench though.
Ooh, that's what's up.
Dog, but you got to think about it.
That's what, off the bench, that's what's up.
Yeah.
He is guarded by a 3rd option defender. Not the best option.
True.
He ain't getting double teamed.
That ain't my fault.
No, but what I'm saying.
That ain't my fault.
But what I'm saying
that your 3rd string dude ain't better than mine. That ain't my fault.
No, but what I'm saying is don't sit here and tell me how great this player was because he got rings. You only know him because he has rings. You don't know him because he was out there scoring 50, 60 every night. You know him because he was with 2 champions.
Great. He was a great role player.
Great role
I got to
player.
tip my hat. I got to tip my hat to.
There should be a role player discussion about role players, and we cool with that. Do not try to fucking compare me to no Ginobili.
But no, we're not trying to compare.
No, I'm talking about the chat.
The chat. Oh no, it's no comparison.
Jump in the chat. I stand on my work ethic.
Again, your
let them know your
weakness
weakness
is different.
That's my weakness.
You let them
That's
know
my
your
weakness right there. Because I can tell you, I already Googled
we said yesterday.
I already Googled the shit. He played 65 games as the number 1 option. Tim Duncan and Tony Parker was gone. He was the number 1 focal point.
What was the stat?
What do you think happened? Like 42, 38? What'd you think? 13! 13. That shit ain't easy when them 2 niggas off the court, ain't it? When Tim Duncan and Tony Parker off the court, that shit ain't easy, ain't it? It's easy when the good players are. It ain't the same, huh? Everybody fucking. Hey, here he come. Jordan Poole having that problem right now. It's easy when Steph Curry and Clay and Draymond on the court and no one guarding you and you out there barbecuing everybody. They gone. The whole defense is focused on you. Shit ain't goddamn easy like that.
Difference when you on that scouting report.
Yep.
Top.
Yeah.
That scouting report. Hey, when motherfucker be like, oh yeah, you just a one-liner. Oh, Jordan Poole like to go boom boom. That's it.
Hey.
When it becomes you, be like, oh shit. Hey, he coming left, right, left, push him this way.
That's your shot.
Yeah, that shit. Hey, that shit. They start doing that.
I saw that happen myself. My rookie season, beginning of the year, nobody knew about Tim Legler. You know what I'm saying? Tim Legler, I seen him in practice. He was, hitting shots and everything. He could shoot threes. He went to LaSalle. I saw him at LaSalle playing with L. Train and Doug Overton and shit. So Legs was a good shooter. He won that 3-point contest, and he became, on that scouting report, man, he probably hit like about 4 or 5 threes the second half of that season. And I'm saying that to say, as you mentioned, it's a whole different world when you on that motherfucking scouting report.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
He had a great season, and then last season he struggled a little bit.
Now
he
you on
probably
that scouting
was
report.
the 3rd or 4th
No, but
person
that's
on
what
the
I
scouting
said. That scouting report. When you get on that scouting report, hey Cole, who this? All right, okay, okay, mainly left. Okay, if he goes right, okay, up and under. Hey, nah, homeboy, I know about you today, boy. Yeah, that ain't gonna work today, boy.
I.e. Jeremy Lin.
Yep.
When he came into the league, he was freaking seeing everybody, dog. Oh, man.
Cracking them.
Now you came on that scouting report and them top tiers is on it.
It's different.
Disappeared like the Houdini trick.
But that's why, like, when you ask a hooper who's the best 6 man, they be like Jamal Crawford and Lou. Because when they became number 1 options, and you had to give them the ball, 50, 40. You be like,
who would you rather have? Between them same 2 you just said.
With Tim Duncan?
No, between Jamal Crawford and between Ty Lue. Not Ty Lue.
Lemon Pepper Lou Williams.
My man Lou Will. Excuse me, Lou Will, not Ty Lue, Lou Will.
Who did you say?
I'm gonna go with Jamal. Only because I got height. A little bit more flash. And
that's a tough one for me.
When he really because he gonna get you buckets. Damn, Lou plays a whole different game though.
Both of them gonna get you.
I know both of them gonna get you buckets.
I think Jay Crawford gonna get you ignorant buckets.
Yeah.
He might make you fall or some shit like that. See, that's that guard shit I be talking about. You know what I'm saying, that y'all be on.
Like Lou gonna give you that. He gonna get people in foul trouble. Yeah, he gonna get people in foul trouble. He gonna manipulate that. He gonna manipulate that penalty. Yeah, that's a good one. Ooh. That's like 51-49 for me.
Okay, 51.
50.5. 50.5 Jamal Crawford.
Okay.
Well,
that's an argument right there.
Let's talk about this current NBA. Back to the in-season tournament. We got to talk about these Pelicans. They pulled up Sacramento, stunned the Kings to become the 2nd team to advance to the Final Four. They are 3-0 against the Kings this season. They battled the injury bug to start, but seem to be healthy as they've been all year. But we got to shift the focus. We got to talk about Zion. Struggled in the game, finished with 10 points in 28 minutes, also had 4 turnovers. During halftime of the game, Charles Barkley ripped him and said the following.
This is the first time that I'm going to sit and watch Zion play a full game. He's not in shape. He doesn't run. He plays the game strictly on talent. He's not like he never runs on a fast break.
Yeah.
He's kind of like jogging on offense and defense. Somebody has got to get a hold of him because he got so much talent. He's gonna be somewhat successful.
But he could be special.
He could be special.
So this is Zion's 5th season in the league. He missed one, obviously with injury. But Barkley's only watched one full game of his, which is.
And I'm pretty sure he ain't really watched that game. Like the fact that Zion, first year he on TV and all these TNT games. Like, what were you watching when he was playing?
Whatever.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones, there's a lot of good shit. Insecure.
No, that's
Being the first time I watched him play.
No, it lets you know what ESPN really be doing. When the game going on, them motherfuckers be here on their phone, chilling on the phone. That's TNT. Yeah, TNT. They be on the shit, and then when it's time for them to talk, they can put their earpiece in, they look at their notes. Okay, yeah. So, Zion's having a horrible game. You just hearing what they're saying. You didn't watch the game. You don't know what it really looks like. Right. You're not watching none of these players. You're just putting the earbud in, and whatever they're telling you, you're repeating it. That's why they sound stupid sometimes, y'all.
But in this particular case, do you agree or disagree with Chuck's criticism of Zion?
I mean, yeah, okay. He's not in the shape he was obviously when he first came into the league. He's still trying to get his rhythm back. But Zion's whole career has been hustle points, putting himself in position. They're not like calling plays for him when he was at Duke. It was he just played harder than everybody else. That was his thing. I just play harder than everybody else. I'm gonna get all my offensive rebound. Like most of his stuff is offensive rebound, slashing, cutting and stuff. So some of it is right, some of it is wrong. If you watch the game and watch how he played, you will understand Zion.
So what do you think about just watching Zion, Barkley's comments?
Yeah, I think they were harsh for being the first time he's watched him play. I mean, I don't think Zion is in shape. He doesn't look in shape. But that's been his struggle, his entire career. And I don't like talking about people's body and their weight, obviously, because that could be a sensitive thing. He could really be dealing with something serious that we know nothing about. I don't think that, he's over these injuries. I feel like he's, playing through some things probably. But yeah, I think he's getting a little older in that wild, athletic, bully ball. It's exhausting to play like that. And if you don't have the stamina to play like that, you're not really doing anything out there. And I think that's what we're seeing.
Wow. And obviously Zion battled some injury in his first couple seasons in the league. He's played 18 games this year. We saw him in Vegas, and Gil, you talked to him about just the struggles of being young on the road, having the room service menu, all that stuff at your disposal, playing in a city like New Orleans, obviously with their culinary exploits, but he's playing 30 minutes a game. It seems like he's getting back into it. He talked a little bit earlier this season, too, about just kind of buying into the system and trying to figure out what was going on there. But, when you look at Zion, do you think it's a body issue, is it a health issue, or what do you think is going on?
Man, I think it's a little bit of a combination of a lot of everything. Some of it is what Barkley said. He did hit a couple points on the head, in my opinion, with it. And I think Zion is an incredible athlete. And as you just mentioned a second ago, Lexi, when he was younger, I had the privilege to see him at Duke, being down there at Carolina. So, I seen a young fella do some amazing fucking things down there. But again, that's his younger stage. And so I think what's making him this lethargic player, as Barkley tried to explain, and where we're seeing less athleticism from him at is, he might be still dealing with a couple ailing injuries. We're athletes, so you know how that goes, shit, you could be dealing with an ankle injury you had your 10th grade year in high school, but yet now you grown, you had your careers and everything, but it's all part of it. So with him, the diet also comes in there. You can't be having, you gotta hire people, you gotta have people around you who are on positivity, you gotta hire the right people, the right chefs, because it's look, we're just looking at now, but you gotta look at the long run, with your career. man, you definitely got to eat right, you know, and throughout your career, your diet is going to change. It has to change. And, you know, he's putting on that muscle with being in the weight room. You know, he's a pretty big guy, but with that muscle, you know, you got to be able to be limber.
Yeah.
You know, in my opinion, I think he should have went to the NFL. Coming out of Duke, because, man, he was big, strong, fast. He would have been a hell of a defensive end. What?
He looked like a bigger Julius Peppers.
Man, I mean, like, come on, bro. But you know, he chose basketball. But, I mean, he's a hell of an athlete, but it's just you got to have the right people in his corner, in his ear, and you got to be you, as that professional athlete, you got to stick with that shit because, man, this is me. This is my health in the long run. You know, because eventually, okay, it's fucking with my games. So now, with the games, it's doing what? Fucking with my money. So now it's fucking with my money. That's cutting shit short for when?
Later
the
on.
long run.
The diet in the NBA, like, it's a real thing, especially for, like, different body types, right? Like, if you're in the NBA and, like, summer's easy for us because with the heat going on, we're not as hungry. It's like we're moving more in the summer than we are, you know, during the season. Once the season starts, that's when really all our problems occur because we're traveling from city to city. We're on plane food. We're drinking a lot of Gatorade. We're in a strip club. We're partying, right? So, you know, we can catch calories like in a week.
Yeah. Especially if you're not playing.
Yeah, you go to
practicing. Like in summer, you training every day.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 hours a day.
Yep.
When the season hits, you not playing heavy minutes.
You're not
You're
training.
sitting a lot.
Yeah.
Not
Like,
practicing.
I know that firsthand. Like that's hard to do. Like you go from training, playing all the time. Season starts, you on the bench. Like how am I supposed to stay in shape? How am I supposed to keep my body right if 4 days out of the week I'm not doing anything? Like
Yeah.
You go to that trip like Miami, Atlanta, New York, right? In a 7-day span, man, you can gain 9 pounds, man. You know, you know what I mean?
Off of liquor alone.
Oh, just all, yeah, you know. Then you come to the game, like, you looked all cute in Miami, you all swollen in the face in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I need to get in the sauna.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that he will have to worry about. He will have to worry about, like, mentally keeping your summer routine during the NBA season and not trying to be...
Or even more harder.
And harder,
Because now, as you just mentioned, we don't have a game. We ain't got practice. So, shit, now I can work out or, you know what I'm saying, do what I need to do to take care of myself longer.
Yeah.
that too.
So let's talk a little bit about just this in-season tournament as a whole. So after getting some hate when it was first announced, in-season tournament has been a huge success. Viewership for the November tournament game saw an increase of 20% on ESPN compared to last season.
Wow.
And the NBA announced that the league had the highest attendance at games for November in league history. Gil, I see the notebook. I see the sheets of paper. I know you've been waiting for this moment.
I'm just saying, I had to just see if the shit was true.
So do all the people who were hating on the in-season tournament owe Adam Silver and the league an apology?
Yes.
No.
Change the courts, please. I hate the courts.
I'm gonna let y'all talk first.
Listen, my daughter helped me with she had to pull out a calculator and we had to go do some researching before she went to school. So, no, they got to thank Draymond Green. They got to thank Draymond Green because before he choked the shit out that Frenchman.
Oh.
Before he choked the
That's
shit
what
out
made
that
it spicy?
French. Yeah, like November 3rd game, only 2 games were sold out. November 10th, 5 out of the 9 games were sold out. The 14th, it was 50-50. So 5 games sold out, 10 games. After he put that motherfucker in that chokehold, boy, 7 out of 11 games were sold out and oversold.
Damn.
You know, so there's some teams out here that they overselling their tickets. So they got like 18,000 seats, they selling like 1910, so they putting people somewhere.
How does that work?
Hey, y'all walk the concourse.
Yeah. So they got the next one, the 21st, 4 out of 5 was sold out. The 24th, 7 out of the 10 games were sold out. November 28th, 6 out of the 8 games were sold out. Sold and oversold.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that.
They sell it.
From that choke.
That choke.
incident,
Everybody's like, I gotta go watch the motherfucker get choked
Well,
out.
but then that was when Anthony Davis pushed the dude later that night, too.
Yeah.
It was the same night. And that's when in-season tournament became spicy.
It became something.
Yeah.
Because before that, it was
just
that
like
man. It was. I
sports
got the
back
notes, man. I got attended. I looked at. I got everybody attended. This is my daughter. I got everybody attendance game by game. Is that loose leaf? Loose leaf.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it was loose leaf. She had to rip it. Go to
old
school.
school.
Yeah, she had to rip it. Go to school.
It was a script.
No, I mean, my opinion on that IST shit, man, it's a money grab.
For sure.
Because for me, they not playing no games different than the regular season. You supposed to be playing like this any fucking way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You already in the league. You already making, millions of dollars. Granted, as you said before, no matter if it's 3-4 million, up until, the higher echelon, but still, you making more than the average person that want to play basketball, and you're a part of an elite club already. So, no, motherfucker, you supposed to be playing like this. So now you got to come up with a gimmick to make you play harder. To me, it is a gimmick. It's like, okay, so you're offering millionaires more money.
Money, yeah. It's funny.
Nah, this shit, offer me some property. I play hard for some motherfucking property. You know what I'm saying? Offer me, you know what I'm saying, some other shit that, granted, I know my money can buy, but shit. Still, I mean, come on. Like, for me, you supposed to be playing hard anyway, dog. Because your ultimate goal is the chip. It ain't my fault you on a shitty team.
Yeah.
But on that shitty team, guess what happened? Just like football. If I keep playing hard, trade deadline come, guess where I could be traded to?
Contender.
I could be traded to a contender.
But you can see that money and the trophy, it motivated some players more than others.
True.
Is it?
I think
It did.
and I think it annoyed it annoyed some players. Like even with the point differential stuff, like you saw some of the players kind of getting annoyed with that.
It's good. They get they get to play to the end of the game like it's supposed to
hearing
have
some
been.
players say that they were mad that teams were playing till the end of the buzzer. I was just like,
yeah, because the media.
you're supposed to play.
Because no, but that's what I'm saying. Because media made it cool. Media made it cool to take your foot off the player's neck.
yeah.
Right? Oh, you up 20. You're sportsmanlike. You shouldn't be able to shoot that ball. That is a bad shot. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? That's a bad shot.
Okay.
Why are you
I
taking
get
that
you.
shot?
I get you.
And you sit back and say, you didn't say that shit when he just got the rebound, ran. I remember watching New York. I think his name was Peyton, right? It's some Peyton. He came down, got the rebound, came down, shot it. Boom, right? They came down, ran off. He came down, got the ball, shot it. Got the steal, shot it. And then what ended up happening, they turned the ball over and the dude shot it and he pushed the dude out of bounds. You took 3 shots in 13 seconds and you mad dude shot the ball because they're up. That's what it's created. It's created this loser mentality.
That's selfish.
Alfred Payton. Yeah, they created this loser mentality that you supposed to help me out. I get to come at you hard, and you supposed to just take your time. And the fact that this is like soccer and shit, a bunch of losers who come up with shit like this, that, you guys are too good for us. We don't want to keep scoring anymore. Don't keep scores so everybody feels like they won, right? That's what it is in basketball, sportsmanlike conduct. If we're up by 20, we want to beat you by 30. We want to beat you by 40.
And they don't do that shit in Europe, by the way, either.
No.
No.
And I love Steve Spurrier. Because when he was coaching down there at Florida, and the motherfuckers was beating people like 77 to like,
you're
12.
They're good.
Yeah, like, don't get mad at me because my third string is better than your third string. Shit, we gonna play. No, I'm not running the ball to save face. No, fuck that. Stop me, bitch. Just like till them zeros go.
Yeah.
Stop me. If not, hey, we're going to run a 42 flank left, right, going down long slant in the middle for the touchdown.
Like,
man.
I know people don't really get it because they think that the sportsmanlike conduct is a real thing.
It is.
It ain't.
When I get into certain issues.
Like, look, if your team, if the 2 starters played, the top 8 players played their thing, and one team is up 20, right? And then sub, it's 0-0. Those guys work their ass off just as hard to come and play a real game.
Yeah.
Fact.
Right? So now the team that's winning, right? They got to come in because we up 20. We can't really play basketball, but the other group get to play like they hungry.
Because they're down.
Because they're down. Like, nah, man, fuck him.
I feel you with that point, but what is it? All right, so let's say it's the end of the game. Your guys y'all niggas been killing them all fucking night, dog, with everything. Backdoor plays, y'all been out rebounding, y'all outshot them from the foul line, y'all outshot them from the 3. All of that, all of the stats is going y'all way. Y'all up like about 40, 45. Hey, now for me, I've beat you at every aspect of the game that you could think of. All right, so now I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna go ahead and have that sportsmanship because, all right, it ain't shit else you could do, literally. So, all right, we gonna ease up off the pedal now. But now we already up 40 with like 2 minutes left.
So what are you gonna do? Run offense and?
But I feel like when you do that, if you're gonna do that, you keep the players in the game. Don't clear your bench for 2 minutes for them to go out there and
quit.
But I gotta clear my bench though, cause the same motherfuckers that ran the score up, I want them to run the score up tomorrow too.
But I'm saying,
But
so
let
now
them go in and play hard.
So now your bench players are not coming in playing hard because you want them to take their foot off the gas?
No, I don't want them to take the foot off the gas. You know what I'm saying? You're coming in, as you just said a second ago, both benches are clear because the opposing coach is like, all right, I don't want to get my players hurt. Let me put the subs in there. So, no, if your subs going harder, even vice versa, if I'm down 30 and my subs come in and play harder than your subs, fuck yeah. Or if you up 30 and your subs come in and play harder than mine, well, shit. Hey, run that shit.
My thing is this. If you keep your starters in, I keep my starters
mine in. Yeah.
That's because it's usually, have you noticed?
That's how
have you noticed? Yeah, have you noticed whenever there's this big thing, the losing team always got their starters in. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, they cover the point spread.
Cover the point spread. They still trying to get their little points because they got D'd up the whole motherfucking night.
Get their average.
Yeah, they're trying to get their average. So,
like, no, you keep them in my starters.
My thing is, you let me know you quit when you take your starters out. As long as you got your best player in, I'm keeping my best player.
I'm with you with that.
Like, I know my best player got 50, but your best player's still in. So, no. You got a threat. I don't know what your threat capable of. He might hit some 6-pointers I don't know about. You know what I mean? I don't want my dude, because this is the worst thing, and I know you felt this before. You done shut a motherfucker down, right? He got nothing. You sit down, third string came in, right? Now he want to get loose. He and that motherfucker torching, talking shit. Now he got 20. Now when you look at his stat sheet, he look like he did that shit on you. You like, oh, hell no, coach. No, man, I had that motherfucker 0.
Go to the film. Go to the film.
Yeah, now you got to do that shit.
But yeah, they're not doing
it. It wasn't me. He didn't have nothing on me.
So let's keep this thing moving. So Sheed, as we mentioned yesterday, you're dropping a new project with Underdog Fantasy. Sheed and Tyler Show. You and Twitter GOAT. Tyler I.M., a.k.a. Trill Withers, premiering early 2024. Trill Withers, international legend, internationally known national.
My guy T.Y., that's my guy right there.
One of the most hilarious human beings of all time. You can go check his resume. But let's see what this new show's all about.
Portland.
What?
Oregon.
Huh?
Weed.
Yeah?
Weed.
What? Get out! Ready to dance.
This is Sheed and Tyler. That's Sheed. I'm Tyler. Why are we here?
We're not going to be like any other podcast out there, any other show out there. Put a new kink in the game.
Like what? Like what's going to make us different? I feel like we're sitting on a couch like other people. You know?
Fuck you, dude. So, my guy right there. T.Y.
So be sure to subscribe to the Underdog NBA YouTube channel to get all your Sheed and Tyler clips and shows. Like I said, premiering early 2024. Excited to have you in the Underdog fan. Underdog really doing some shit. Just,
Man,
we like
glad to be here. What's so funny is they getting all the personalities that, all the personalities that are actually content.
Not the yes men.
Yeah.
Yeah, what we like.
We're doing
I'm
good.
glad to be
We're
part of
doing
the
good.
family, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been following y'all, see what y'all been doing here,
been following
man.
you too.
And, you know what I'm saying? Seeing the whole new shit with Cam and Mace, like,
Yeah, see, like,
hey,
that's what we can't get fired. Because you're not going to go as aggressive as me. I'm not going to go aggressive as Cam. So, we good.
Man, I love it. Yeah, I'm glad to be part of the family.
We put the N in network.
Shout out to my guy, Tim. For sure, put it in network.
We coming for all y'all. We coming for all y'all. And we're going to talk about after the show how much bread y'all got. We like to share around here so we can really get our bags from across the book. Under there, I be doing some sneaky shit. We see y'all. What's up, Cam and Mace? How y'all doing? So, yesterday you said you had a great Ruben Patterson and Zebo story that you would share the next time you came on the show.
Damn, you really gonna call me on that?
Damn.
Well, it is the next time. The next time is the...
I wasn't expecting it to be like the very next time. I thought it was gonna be like, the next time.
But we know how that works. We might not see you for a minute.
This is the first time.
Damn.
Story time.
It is a new day, a new 24-hour window. You could edit it as much as you like.
Man, all right. So, shout out to my first of all, both of them my guys. Zach and
very well respected.
Man,
on
y'all.
the show.
Hey, before you start your story, y'all had a hell of a team in Portland. The talent, I just thought, like you have Zebo and Jermaine O'Neal is under that umbrella.
No, well, under the umbrella, but not at the same time. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like, but you played with both of them.
My young boys. Jermaine, that's my guy. He came straight out of high school. He was one of the few. He came, during that whole Kobe era.
Yeah.
Came straight out of high school, and like, I haven't seen, and they talk about a lot of people from that draft with him, but real talk, I haven't seen nobody work harder than him out his draft, dog, because he came in straight out of high school. Now, in high school, you was big deal, but you came to the league, so your high school rankings don't mean shit. He came in there. I don't know the reasons for Portland drafting him, but I'm glad they did because, man, young fella.
Yeah,
we all seen the player Jermaine O'Neal became. Like, fuck.
But you think that's because he got to play against you and practice against you all the time?
I wouldn't say it was necessarily me. I would have to say I helped because, man, like myself, Cliff Robinson, shout out to and Gary Trent. Man, we was
that's a crew.
Senior, Gary Trent senior.
Hey, that is a crew that'll get your mind right.
Hey, we was beating his ass every day in practice. We was like, man, this young piss ain't gonna come in thinking da-da-da-da. We already I had about 2 years in the league already at the time, so I'm thinking I'm a vet. But, Uncle Cliffy, he like, man, this young motherfucker ain't gonna come in here thinking he gonna be doing this and that. So, that's where that whole veteran leadership came into play, that veteran pride. And, but Jermaine, dog, I will say, young fella was in the weight room before practice. Young fella was in the weight room after practice. And this is for the year and a half, close to 2 years he played in Portland before he got traded. And, man, his work ethic was through the roof, man. You could see it on his face like, like, I really wish when he became that household name that he was, that we could have played together, because goddamn, that, like, young fella, and same thing with Zach. Zach, Zebo, my guy Zebo. Like, Zebo, he's under the basket. He gonna do all that dirty work. The same shit as we all looking for that shot. When somebody put a shot up, what's the first thing you gonna do? Zach, he looking at you. Bang, getting position for that rebound. Zach came in, he made a lot of money in this league too, and he doing well in the record business right now, low key. But man, them was my two young fellas, man, and Bonzi, we had a squad out there in Portland, dog. Damon. I played with some dudes out there.
Yeah. Some legends.
All right, so what's the story?
Yeah, see? Good job.
Sips tea.
Nice tea. All right. So we called it the slam heard around the world, right? So, you know, we in practice one day, and so shout out to my guy Quintel Woods. So Quintel and Zach, they rolly. You know, you can't see one without seeing the other. That's how close they were, which is a good thing. You know, don't get me wrong, it was a good thing. And so, you know, we in practice, and again, I'm talking shit in practice. I'm going hard in practice because that'll make the game easy. So, you know, we in there talking shit, going at it, and so Rube, being Ruben Patterson, D'ing up, you know, him and Quintel had some beef because Quinn just didn't like the way he was so aggressive on the court. Like, damn, dog, like, let me live. I don't get no minutes as it is, but like, damn, even in practice, I can't live. So Rube was like, man, I'm trying to live too, low key. And man, so it came down to it. So we in the locker room, me, Bonzi, we the Vince McMahon, right? We hyping shit up. Oh man, what? What, man? My guy Zebo, man, he ain't going for that bullshit. Da-da-da-da-da. And then Bonzi like, man, what, man? Rube, man, this and that, da-da-da, going back and forth, right? So we in a hot tub. Like in Portland, they just had us a new practice facility, built a big ass hot tub that's probably like the size of this floor and shit. So we all in the hot tub, right? It's about 7 dudes in there, and we get to talking shit. You know, me and Bonzi. So we like this and that. Man, you gonna let them talk to you like that, man? Fuck that, my guy, this and that. So boom, we go into the dressing room area of the locker room. Now they get the scrap and they lock up like WWF. They locking up. Zach had him. But Zach lifted up. And man, I swear to goodness, Rube did some like Olympic gold medal technical shit. All he did was shift his body a little bit, and that put Zach out of position. So you know in the locker rooms, it's that industrial carpet that's like a micro fracture of an inch thick. And then it's concrete under. Yo, boom. Rube slammed Zach. And we was all like, oh, shit. And we called it the slam heard around the world. And man, that was me and Bonzi fought right there. You know, Zach was out for about like 2 weeks, dog.
Instigated.
From a fucked up back, dog. Like, we felt real bad, like, damn. But we called it the slam heard around the world, right? So reason being, now we kept that shit in-house. You know how you keep shit in-house, in the locker room, that's all y'all. So we like, how that shit get out even to other teams? So we had cats on the other teams asking us like 2-3 days later, like, yo, what happened in the locker room, dog? Like, we heard about that shit. We was like, oh man, that shit wasn't supposed to get out. It was on some, you know, some team camaraderie, funny shit, but yeah, we took that shit a little too far, man.
Did you find the leak? Who do you think the mole was?
It didn't matter.
Okay.
It didn't matter.
That's all you gotta say, shit.
It was like, damn, when my guy got slammed, we all felt bad for him.
Did he get his payback?
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know you wanted to see.
No, that's what I'm saying. I
know you wanted to go
I don't want to say it, but you know, just because he gon' like, yo, why you ain't telling him I got my payback?
So, all right, so, you know, bam, my man Rube slammed Zach. So here it is. A couple weeks later, Zach comes back. So now, him, Zach, and Q, they feeling some type of way. So we in practice. And yo, so
Body slammed.
Rube and Quintel, they having a little beef over, you know, a little foul and shit. So, you know, coach like, all right, yeah, man, whatever. It was a foul. They like, you know, let's get back to playing. But man, they took that shit personal. So, you know, it's like they was like face to face, like Rube and Quintel, like this face to face. And then like, we all saw it. I didn't expect it. Out of nowhere, Zach came and pow. hit Rube in his face. He hit him in his eye. And as we found out later that he fractured his orbital socket.
God damn.
Right? Oh my God. I was never more scared in the NBA at this time, period. And I done seen some shit, been through some shit. He turned into the Incredible Hulk. Rube Patterson turned into he just didn't turn green. It's like he got more blacker. And Rube turned into it took like 9 people to stop him. Like on everything, I put it on my dead peeps. It took like 9 people to stop Rube from getting that Zach, right? So, we all trying to hold him back. It's me, Pip, Bonzi, Damon. We all like, yo, no, man, like, chill out, They this and that. We're like, okay, Rube, another time. Fuck that, I'ma kill him, Sheed, I'ma kill him. Oh, I'ma get my hands on him, I'ma kill him. I'm like, oh my gosh, he gonna choke this nigga to death? So I go in the locker room, and who in the locker room just chilling? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't nothing like, Zach like, shit, I'm about to take my shower. I'm like, bro, what are you doing here, man? If you don't get the fuck out of here, dog, you don't realize this heat on your neck. I'm like, if you don't get the fuck out of here, no, shower at home. Take all your practice shit, you and Q, y'all get the fuck out of here, dog, because I don't know how long we can hold the Hawk back. Damn.
You coming? And them two niggas in there on vacation like, look, we got him.
I'm telling you, it was me, Dale Davis, Bonzi, and Pitt. We all grabbed Rube. No, Rube, calm down. We know with some bullshit, this and that. I'm telling you, dog, he threw all of us off of him. He's like, he was running after I'ma kill him. Like, dog, like, no, Rube, no. We don't want you to go to jail. We don't want you to kill him. Like, bro. Rube, that got him back, but hey.
They said they was in there playing Uno. They said, y'all out there having a hard time. They said, quit telling us. Connect for, you got it for goldfish. Like, they didn't.
They might as well, man.
I know, right?
I'm like, bro, y'all don't hear this ruckus out here? We trying to keep, y'all don't hear all this yelling and growling and we trying to keep him from, everybody's NBA career would have been over.
Yes, them two, them two was in there. Like they just did it and forgot. Like they was like, yeah, when he get it, we gonna jump him.
But I'm glad it panned out though. And in the end, we ended up making the playoffs and all this and that. So
everybody's cool now.
Everybody's cool now.
I wouldn't say everybody cool.
Cool enough.
But they were cool enough to continue the season.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, I can't say what'll happen if they saw each other today or whatever. I can't.
All right. Well, hopefully we increase the peace.
Nah! Motherfuckers in there playing tic-tac-toe. He ain't been mighty mo. Hey, what's up, Sheed? You been like, wait, what the? You don't know we got him. We holding him back there.
Y'all don't hear this murderer out here in this.
You know how much you do not have to care about nothing. And y'all just sitting there just chilling like nothing happened. Like, yeah.
Hey, man.
So what we gonna do after practice, man?
Trying to go eat.
I
Gonna get us a sandwich. Like
y'all,
Brumman in the 5th floor. What
it
you
ain't
doing?
enough time. I can tell y'all a lot of shit. It ain't enough time. Though.
We're gonna have you back on the show soon, and you got the Sheed and Tyler show. So save some stuff for that.
Indubitably.
Early 2024. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Underdog NBA channel. And if you're a fan of the show and you want us to help keep the lights on, download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use promo code GIL. They'll give you a $100 deposit match. Help us help you. Okay? They said the numbers is looking good. They can always be better. But Sheed, we got a huge chat, a huge fan base that watch the show every day. So yesterday, seeing the chat buzzing, we had other things we needed to discuss. But I got to ask you this. Several people in the chat, avid gamers, want to know why you aren't on NBA 2K.
CTC. They got to cut the check. You're not going to offer me $10,000 for shit you're making minimum in 3-4 months, $500 million on.
Okay.
CTC.
Break bread.
Cut it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the check. So everybody.
That.
So you just were like, I don't want to be in the game.
CTC.
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 Scottie Pippen ain't on it either, right?
Or Barkley.
Or Barkley.
CTC.
Yeah.
I thought she was dipping on us.
No.
Let's cut his audio, please. Okay, you already know. Intermission. We are a live show, ladies and gentlemen. We are a live show.
That's the thing.
It's Rasheed Wallace. If whatever she want, he do, and that shit is what it is.
I didn't know we could just get up.
But yeah,
and
so
go
like
to that.
with the NBA, with the retired players, for them to be on the game, you got to actually sign a deal with them
Oh, individually.
every year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you don't
They
see
don't make money?
if you don't
They
see a
get money?
player on there, that means they haven't signed their rights.
They don't get money for?
No, you have to negotiate with them. So there's a retirement league, huh?
What, you signed?
Yeah, I signed.
You did?
Yeah.
For what? The minimum, Gil? What you get, a max? Okay. See, Gil?
Yeah, I
You don't even gotta say nothing.
Yeah, I can tell you $10. They had to pay Agent Zero a couple $100. And then I got the AAU program. I said I need 50 games too for the kids and all
Okay.
that. And I started. I need to be it was Black Storm card. I need to be Pink Diamond card. Cause it's kids, right? I'm thinking about like the longevity of it. Like these kids only know you from basically video games. So like I asked my son, what's the best card? Oh, you got to be a Pink Diamond, or you gonna be a Black Star. It was like some black.
So when you're
Some
a
black-
retired player in the game, you just have the same, like you can't go up and down. You just
No, you can go up and down, but what it ends up happening is like because you are negotiating your deal, if they really want you, they're gonna negotiate.
Yeah.
So let's say they're offering 10, right? I'm gonna say, all right, I'll take $2,000, but you got to make me legendary card. Right, I'm playing like this is a contract. Like I want, Pink Diamond card or Black Storm card, like whatever that top tier. When these kids are spending their money, there's certain cards they're looking for, right? So I'll take less money to get in that category because that's the only way they know you.
Yeah.
For the
Right? If
kids.
they don't watch, they can't watch the game no more. So they only know you by what they see on the video game. So if they be like, oh, you unlock this Black Diamond card, they're like, who the fuck is that? Oh shit, let me, you know what I mean? Like, oh, let me put him in front of Chris Paul or Curry, because they ain't unlocked Curry's black card. So Curry's regular, my Pink Diamond card will trump that. So they're like, oh, we gonna sell him out for Curry, put him in until they get Curry's what's the name card.
Wow.
But here's the thing though, you're doing in-app sales. You know what I'm saying? You're doing so. And I watch it from Bonzi playing it sometimes, when we chilling out. My kids, my two sons playing it. Like, all right, I'm watching. So they want practice time to make their man better. So what they do? You got to buy gym time. You get a half court, right? Then
real
with
life
that,
shit.
guess what else you buying? You buying sneakers. You buying outfits. You buying tattoos. All this shit is in-app purchases, right? That they charging everybody for across the country. Now, again, I'm just speaking in the country. I ain't even talking worldwide. In the country, you buying all these in-store ads. Oh, I want my player to come down and shake and bake. I want him to look good with sunglasses on or whatever the fuck he got on. Yo, all that's bread. So now you mean to tell me you're only trying to offer me $10,000, and they wanted me on two teams. Two teams for $10,000. On that 99 Portland team and on the 04 Detroit team for $10,000, and you're offering other players $10,000 for one team, yo, EAD. Fuck out of here, yo.
Rasheed, for those of us who don't know what the acronym EAD stands for, would you care to elaborate?
I pretty think they can get
I knew. I just
we have a young lady sitting here, so I'm not gonna get too vulgar.
Okay.
Black Matter. It was Black Matter
I
card.
knew what it was.
Black Matter. But that's what I said, like, but your sons want to play though. But actually, no, to be honest, as a coach though, believe it or not, the 10,000, and you say, all right, make me a Black Matter player, which means that when they're paying for it, they have to unlock you. Right? And when they unlock you as a player, that you basically a Hall of Fame player to them. That's what they'll know you by. Like, I got popularity just because of the video game. Right? Because it's like, because your Black Matter card would be better than Giannis's regular card.
Why I gotta be a Black Matter card, though?
That's what they call it. It's
like top.
I mean,
I guess.
it's top tier. It's like so. There's pink.
some bullshit.
No,
right
but it's
there.
like pink. It's like pink diamond, Black Matter, right?
The fuck is Black Matter?
No, I'm not Black Matter. Dark Matter. It's called Dark Matter.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not Black Matter. It's called Dark Matter.
It's Black Diamond. They're saying dark matter.
Dark Matter, right? So the Dark Matter card. So like, if a player got that, that would be better than Giannis or what's the name's regular card. So they'll all sub you out, and that's all they know.
That's fine.
But that in height is now you be like kids be like, yo, I want to sign up. Sheeds. Here's my kid. You be like, what? Where everybody coming from? And
2K.
that's how I looked at it. I looked at it because I'm on social media.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But my thing, nah.
Pay me.
The motherfucking developers, nah. EA, nah. Y'all pay that bread. CTC. I ain't trying to hear that.
Black
EA. That nigga said I need that Black Matter card.
Cause look, real
Dark
talk.
Matter.
Real talk.
Y'all
Think
know
about it. Now, and I'm not saying this to degrade the quality of player that he was or whatever, but you think that they offer Michael Jordan $10,000 for that? And I'm not trying to compare myself to him. I'm just saying we both played in the NBA. We both retired. Yeah, granted, he had a better career than I did, but y'all motherfuckers came after me. I ain't call y'all. I ain't call EA Sports, yo, put me on this game, man. Like, my kids want to see me. Nah, y'all motherfuckers came at me. So if y'all come at me right. Don't come at me with no bullshit. If I want you to do something for me, Gil, I'm not gonna say, Gil, I want you to host this event for me for $5,000 and you gotta make your way there. You gonna look at me like, man, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna cost me $5 just to get there.
But if I tell you, Gil, we got the first class flights, for you and whoever to come out to host our event, this and that, you're gonna be like, all right, that's gonna be what? More enticing.
Yep.
So yeah.
So get the enticing game.
I'm on Ronnie 2K.
Man, tickle my
Enticing.
fancy. You know what I'm saying? Tickle my fancy. Goddamn, y'all ain't doing shit right now. Make the shit worthwhile. Yeah.
Yeah, we seen your beef with the
I already have
2K.
my beef.
Yeah,
Been handled.
see?
They fixed it. They fixed it.
got me a
In Ronnie
nice little
2K's
ponytail
defense,
now.
shout out.
You got a nice little ponytail? She got a regular ponytail.
I got beef too. They don't have none of my tweets in the game. I don't know what the fuck's going
Yeah,
on.
they
Nobody,
definitely
they
have
don't.
that.
I'm seeing all my homies. Like,
say,
oh, look at my
I'll
shit in
say
the
this-
game. Look at my shit in the game. Me, I'm at the house.
2K players who would
Getting an
call me
underdog bag.
bald-headed in the comments. I'm not bald-headed, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got that good
I deserve
hair.
a ponytail. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let them know. That's what I'm talking about, Lady Brown. Let them
Give me my
know.
damn ponytail.
We all got gripes.
No, they did the WNBA wrong. All they did was all they did is just took all the players that don't play, right, and just put girl faces on them. And
It was weird.
WNBA.
The first season we were in the game, we looked good. That was like 4 or 5 years ago, and it just got worse and worse. Which
So,
I don't play.
we'll give them the benefit of their
I wanna
doubt.
look cute. I don't care if y'all play the WNBA.
No matter if it's a game or not.
Everyone's like, nobody plays that anyway. I don't care. I still want to look cute
Put
in
it-
the game.
Word.
I'm in it. I want to look like myself.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
how y'all
Now,
be
2K,
making
you put me in the
yourself.
game, I might be able to convince she. We'll figure it out. I can do
Yeah.
some negotiations for y'all. But you hung your hat. Okay, I'm glad y'all picked up that one. You hung your hat. I throw some shit out there sometimes to see who's paying attention. Hung your hat on defense. Who was your toughest matchup when you were in the league? When you look back, who was the guy you knew every night he was going to bring it?
For me, it was a handful of dudes because I played in the era of, some good skilled power forwards. I knew I had to bring it against Tim Duncan. I knew I had to bring it against KG. As I mentioned before, them was guys I had to go to sleep early for. I knew I had to bring it against Webb. See Webb, with him being the type of player that he was, put it on the floor, outside, inside, give you all the guard shit, but as a 6'10" player. I knew I had to go to sleep before Antonio McDice. Dice was a hard matchup defensively for me because he was just as quick as I was. I think the only thing that gave me the advantage over him was I was 1.5 inches, 2 inches taller than him. But other than that, those are, I would say, in my, beef of my career, that gave me problems, real night, night in, night out. My most overall was an old head, Terry Cummings.
Shout out to legend Terry Cummings. I went to college with his son TJ. That's my boy.
Oh, dog.
We were roommates in college.
I couldn't do shit with him, dog, on everything. Like, and this was, he was on his last few stages. It was my rookie season. At the time, he was playing with Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And, bro, they gave him that ball. He backing me down, getting and doing whatever he want. All right. So at the times as a rookie, when I did get the ball down there, I'm like this.
You ain't going nowhere.
It's like I'm trying to back up the wall. Frustrated, passed that shit out. It was nothing I could do with him. I couldn't score. I couldn't post him up. I couldn't stop him. So halftime, I was like, all right. They showed the tape, showed the film. I was like, shit, only thing I could do is outrun him. So that's all I could do. But, man, that was my most toughest defensive matchup in the league. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know. He could put it on the floor. At that age, of course, he wasn't athletic, but skill set took over for youth and athleticism, which I had. I didn't know all the NBA tricks. And I know you know a lot of them guard tricks now, but you was a sucker for love then because we all fell for it. We all fell for the tricks back then, but it was part of it. And, man, Terry Cummings, dog, shout out to the old head.
Yeah, I think he recently was getting his jersey retired with DePaul this season. But me and TJ went to UCLA together. We're roommates. Our dads got traded for each other.
Okay.
So my pops was playing in Milwaukee. He was playing with the Clippers, San Diego Clippers. They ended up getting traded for each other.
Y'all heard that? The San Diego Clippers.
Back in the day. But
They should go back. They should go back.
Y'all didn't even know they had a team.
He said they should go back. Gil,
shout out to legend Terry Cummings. This is why y'all watch Gil's Arena. Now much people gonna go Google and be like, oh damn, he almost played 20 years. He was a beast. Great in his early career, but that longevity. Still Huff, a preacher nowadays, out here doing it.
Yes, sir. Spreading the good word.
Yeah, spreading the word. But so we gotta talk. You got the Sixers hat on. I think you got the Sixers color shoes too. That's coordination.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My KC socks, though,
That's all good.
It works. It works.
But yeah, I love my 7'6" cats, man.
So, what are your thoughts on the squad this season, and has the process finally earned your trust?
Well, I'm just glad to say that now this year I can cheer for my 7'6" cats.
Why couldn't you cheer for them before?
I wasn't rocking and rolling with a couple people that we had on staff.
Okay.
So I wasn't rocking and rolling with Glenn Rivers. It's only one Doc in Philly.
Okay.
Doctor.
And it's not Glenn Rivers, okay.
And
do you call him Glenn?
Yeah, that's his name. I'm not saying nothing wrong.
I understand.
That's his name, Glenn. So, Glenn, and I'm glad, we got rid of Harden. I think if the Sixers would have got that James Harden that played in Houston for them 4 or 5 years, that was lighting the league up, I think we would have been a better team with a big man. But, hey, he came in and then all this other shit happened with, with the number 1 pick, and that shit ain't work out. And so, I was brown bagging my guys for a few years. But I'm good now. I'm good now, I got something to cheer for, I'm rocking the 83, that's last time we won it, And shout out to my man AI, because man, he's like a basketball god in Philly. Like, he represented the city so well, so good. He can't do no wrong. Like, he could go down the middle of Broad Street and shoot 3 people.
It was their fault.
It was their fault. I ain't no witnesses.
Yeah, ain't no witnesses.
I don't know
who that was. Was that Cassidy?
Philly loves the shit out of AI. I think, real talk, I could probably say this, but a lot of Philadelphians put him on the same level with Doc. And Doc did win us that chip. AI got us there, but Doc did win us that chip. But, man, he's...
Fair to say Doc had a much better squad.
True,
with that
true.
championship
We
team
had a little
with that.
Bobby Jones. We had a little 4-4-4.
Yeah.
We had it, but Man, yeah, AI was that shit for the city, dog.
For the league, shit.
I love my 7'6" cats. We gonna be there. We gonna get it together. I fuck with Joel and B. I love him when he wants to be a big man and not trying to be like KD out on the wing and you 7'2", 7'3", and you trying to get cats a crossover or in between the leg, behind the back type shit. Hey, yo, if you don't get your big ass right down there, 5, 6 feet from that basket and dominate.
Well, question: when you talk about Doc and AI, when you mention Embiid and he's the MVP and averaged 30, he don't have the same impact in the city. Is it just because AI played, how hard he played?
I think it was, man. I think it was the icons. Now, I'm not saying that, Embiid isn't doing great things for the city because I think since he's been there and came into himself, he's made us a contender. We just need some pieces to get over the top. But, yeah, man, the city, they put Doc and AI. That's
you think he needs a championship? I don't even think a championship will help. Like, a championship will respect it. Like, people in the city will respect him more because you won an MVP. You know what I mean? But that chip will put you over the top as far as being, a Philly great. But I don't think he would ever be a Philly god.
Yeah.
AI is a Philly god.
Yeah. So
Doc is a Philly god.
So MB, one chip you don't think puts it over the top. Let's say, what's the amount of chips that he would need?
I don't think it's none. I don't think it's none, bro. Because of the way that Philly embraces Doc and that Philly embraces AI.
You think it's because he's not from here?
No, it ain't got shit to do with it neither. AI ain't from Philly. Doc ain't from Philly.
No, I mean like from the U.S.
Oh, no, I don't think.
Matters.
He American now. He got it.
Yeah, but you know how they feel like about the European foreign-born players versus the American-born players. There's kind of like that type of.
Yeah, true that. They definitely do. But no, I mean, we gonna love Embiid in Philly. We gonna love him. He brings that chip. He got some good help. I like the young boy Maxey we got. Maxey's a fucking dog. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think if they win a championship, Maxey will
leapfrog
Embiid as far as popularity in Philly?
No. No, I don't think so. Reason being that we all know in Philly, Embiid put a lot of work in. Maxey just starting. Now, I think if Maxey was the type of player to spend his whole career in Philly, and, no matter if we win it or not, as long as we make the playoffs, this and that, I think eventually it could be a lot of barbershop talk, like Maxey's a better player than Embiid. But, I mean, we all speaking hypothetical right now, of course, but you got to take it for what it is. Like, we're a good young team.
But what do you think about Maxey stepping up this year, obviously filling that void from Harden? And even with the Harden situation, he came out recently, said Daryl Morey had promised him a max contract. That's kind of what led to all this stuff. But we've talked about it on this show. I just want to ask you, because we talk about that Houston Harden, what he was able to do there. It seems like he changed a lot of his game, and we don't know if it was coming from him, come from the coaching staff, combination of both, that made him a different player when he was with the Sixers than when he was with the Rockets.
No, I think what made him a different player was now you got a big man to play with. You got another all-star, all-star caliber player to play with. He ain't had that in Houston. He was the main show. As we mentioned earlier, Jay Harden was the number one man on the scouting report. But when you got to Philly, you weren't the number one man. The number one man was Embiid. Because one, that was his team before you got there. Two, eventually, naturally, him being a big man, in my opinion, you're the head of the team. But for that team, but it wasn't nothing that Jay Harden do. You got to come in there, and now you got to play a different role. Now we're going to see what type of player you are, because there's a lot of guys who played in the NBA their whole career. Let's say you started in the NBA. You played a total of 12 years. You started 10 out of them 12 years on every team you played with. But now in that 11th year, you coming off the bench. Some dudes, that'll fuck them up.
Yeah.
Some guys, that mentality, that'll fuck them up. But now, I'm not the number one option. So when I
That's how it looks too. That's the map.
When I give you that, and then I finally, after shooting it, I throw that shit there to MB. You know why I'm throwing it in there to him? He's number one option. I'm not the number one option no more. It's a different mentality now. Now I got to set him up. Now I got to come off screens and make sure that my big man open, because why? If I feed my big man scoring down low, what's that going to do for me on the wing?
Get easier.
Make it easier.
Simple basketball.
Simple basketball. All this dribbling shit, all this shit that they trying to do to try to make it simple basketball, but it looks like, to me, right now, you look at some NBA games and NBA teams, the shit looks like you're playing NBA 2K. Coming down.
Damn courts.
I'm jacking the three. Like, if you used to play your son in NBA 2K with you being older and him was like 8 years old, what is he gonna do? Soon as he gonna come past half court.
Chuck it through, yeah. You gonna hit the turbo button, try to do all the little moves.
And jacking it, because that's what he sees.
Dan, that's funny, because I remember I used to tell Nick, I mean, dog, I was like, you a 2K player. This is back when we're talking about 2007. It's like, yo, you a 2K NBA Live player, bro. It's like you got the turbo button on and you're trying to hit me with every move. And I got hit with the first one. You got me with the first move, came back to me, made me look like I was a defender, then shake me up again to come back to me. Now, I look like a hell of a defender, but I got shook already for 2 moves. Like, boop, oh, hey, how you doing?
Because, like, in my opinion, with a lot of, not only a majority of the NBA players, but a lot of collegiate players on a lot of levels, D1, 2, 3, NAIA, and JUCO, I'm doing workout moves. I'm not playing. Like, if you was to throw me the ball right now and you was like, all right, Sheed, I need you to give me 10, pump fake, sell a ticket to the show. I need 2 dribbles right for the pull-up. I need 10 of them right now. And we go through that, and I'm like, yo, that's what they doing in the game.
That's how it looks.
So now, if you was like, all right, Sheed, give me the same thing, pump fake it, sell a ticket to the show, 2 dribbles right, and shoot the ball. But you're like, okay, let me see how he's gonna react. So I do the pump fake, 2 dribbles to the right, and now you're coming towards me, put a hand up. Now it's like, oh shit, oh! Like, fuck, like, now I'm passing it, or it's the extra dribble, travel, something. No, it's too methodical. You're too methodical with it. No one's playing in a natural flow. They're using these moves as that key move, or as they used to say back in the days of playing 2K, the dekey move. D-E-K-E, the dekey, when a player do some wild shit like that, or a spin or something. Yo, that's what they doing now. No, it's not a part of your regular game. This is my golden move. If my golden move doesn't work, guess what a lot of them do? I'm gonna back that shit out.
Try it again.
And I'm gonna try again.
I've said this. I said these trainers they're taking reaction moves that someone did. I came in, I got cut off, boom, boom, right? Shot it. And they take it and make that the person's regular move. So now what ends up happening is my reaction move just became your regular move. I might do in a full 43 minutes, I might do 2 moves that was out of body.
Yeah.
Your whole workout is out of body, which you don't have a regular game anymore.
Fact.
So I'm sitting here looking at all these guys doing these moves, and I'm hearing like, you guys are, one, you're learning it from a person, and this is no offense to these trainers, you're learning from someone who's never done this move ever in their life. They've never actually done the move themselves.
To score a basket in a real game.
To show that, so you can say that this doesn't work the way they think it's gonna work, right? Oh, see, you're gonna fade, the guy's gonna step up, and then you're gonna go behind the back, he's gonna try to cut you off, and then you're gonna spin,
back,
and then step back, and boom, right? And then like, okay, now do it. He don't know how to do it. So he don't know where a real position of a defender's gonna be, right? So they're learning all these moves, and now you sit here and you look goofy, and then you're 3 for 22, but the 3 moves you did make highlights.
Yeah.
And that's all you care about.
That's all they care about.
98% of your game's supposed to be simple, right? You have your normal, get to the bucket, then you have a counter, and then maybe another counter to that, just in case you're playing against the most extreme defender.
Yep.
Other than that, whatever you're doing is mostly natural.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I saw Paul George do a move in a game. I think he pump fake went right, and he did a pullback between his legs, but then he went between 2 defenders and got a layup. Like, you can't practice that. Like, that's just natural and instinct. And these trainers don't teach players instincts. They're just teaching them moves. Do this move at this moment. Do this move. When basketball is so much about your instinct, but you have to have the skill set behind it and an IQ to know when to do these moves. When can I pull this out? This is not a good time to do this.
Yep.
This is a great time to do this. Or sometimes you just do shit and you're like, oh, shit.
Yeah, but that's that.
I just did that.
Like, that shit worked.
Yeah. But then you ain't gonna do it. You ain't gonna see that move again for 3 weeks.
Yep.
And that's fine.
The thing is, the trainer sees that, and then that's all the kid is working on now.
You saw that move?
And it's like, you're not playing against trash?
Like that's like even when you were saying it's like your defense on the left side, we're gonna push them baseline, right? Like as an offensive player, I got baseline moves.
Yeah.
Right? Most of that was simple, right? Try to keep them high, see where that big man's coming. All right, I got a pocket right here where I can try to go 1, 2 hard ones, and then do a step.
Yeah.
Boom, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Or drive real hard and then see if I can spin between both of them, right? Which is the harder one. It's like I'm gonna go hard. Hopefully he's here and I can spin between. Now I got this whole middle.
Space.
I got this whole middle. I might have to just pump fake just in case. I don't know who's coming. Like you have these different things, but some of these moves is like that's not made for that side. That's top of the key. Yeah. That's that side. That's like
it's reaction moves, like you were saying, cause what if you already know I'm a poor defender. And like you said a second ago, when old dude hit you with the first move, he had you with the first move.
Yep.
But you trying to do the workout move. So the workout move is, I had you on the cross between the legs. I'm going, you over there. But the workout move is the cross, bring it behind the back, hezzy, 1 dribble left for the pull-up. At the defense, oh shit, you brought me back to the plate. Now, like, let me get this contest of this steal. Like, you had me on an initial cross. You know what I mean? It's and then they hire a lot of motherfuckers who never played ball before. They hire a lot of gimmick ass dudes who never played ball before. If I'm a GM of a team, even if I'm a collegiate AD or whatever, and I'm going to make sure that I hire somebody who played that game, that specific game that I'm hiring you for. Like, let's just say we was all talking about fucking pickleball in this bitch. You know, we were some great pickleball players, like, oh, we got pickleball records, all that. Well, I'm not going to hire a coach from another sport or who never coached before to run our pickleball team. Like, no, it don't make sense. Like, what the fuck you doing? But you got a lot of these workout cats, never played collegiate ball, barely played high school ball. They might have been around some great basketball minds, but just because you're around that great basketball mind
doesn't mean your mind is great.
Don't make yours great. And they come with a lot of these we all seen the bullshit gimmicks. All right, catch it. I want you to jump in the air, do a 360 2 times, give me 2 dribbles to the right for the pull-up. We all seen the fucking tapes on damn Instagram and YouTube, all that shit. Yo, where does that happen in the game? That's what we saying to ourselves. How did you get this job? How did you get these players that you got? Like, it was homie hookups or, you know.
In the NBA, you'd be like, who
the right
are
complexions for the connections,
but that was
all that.
I had assistant coach, right?
Oh,
and it's like, yeah. He's like, oh, you got to pass the ball around. I know I'm tired. How much you average? He's like, 7. In the NBA, he's like, yeah. Well, if I want to average 7, I'll listen to you. But I'm not. Whatever you say, I'm going to do the opposite. So you better reverse psychology me.
Bro, I'm with you.
Right? I'm with you. Even if you be like, shoot Gil, I'm going to listen to you. Shot. Pass Gil. I'm going the opposite. Shoot. Right? But that's how it was. I did that. And I never wanted someone to do that to me. Like as a coach, like, You sitting here trying to tell, and the motherfucker be like, what is your resume? And you don't have the resume to say the shit you're saying. That's how I am as a...
I had a coach come at me with the most disrespectful shit ever. I had a coach come at me that was actually telling me how to pass out the post. This coach who was telling me this was a fucking baseball coach. So, now y'all know me. Y'all already knew what my answer or my reactions was, you know what I'm saying, this and that. But to cut the story short, it's like, yeah, at that professional, if you play in that sport and you're a coach in that sport, the players are gonna respect you more. No matter if you was trash or if you was the top notch. But if you never played that fucking sport, them guys respect it. I'm not gonna respect you telling me what. You better be more of a motherfucking motivator. Hey, yo, you got this, man. Oh, damn, it's all right. You gonna get the next one, though. I feel it. You gonna get the next. You better be a motivator opposed to, hey, look, no, you gotta plant your foot right here. Make sure you put your arm out, put his body right.
You don't shut the fuck
out of here. Yeah, like, fuck out of here, dog. FOH.
This was in the league?
This was in the league, dog, when I was playing with Portland. When I was playing with Portland, this one coach was a baseball coach. He was the head coach, best friend. You know, I understood that was cool with the homie hookup. I'm gonna hook my homie up with a gig, 6-figure gig, you know what I mean? But dude, you're a baseball coach. That's like, we sitting on here, we all play ball, and you play badminton, and you telling us like, man, no, it's just you gotta go out there and you gotta play hard with your team and this and that.
This happens a lot. As you notice, I just sit here and mind my business, but this happens a lot on other things that I see out there in the space.
But like if some of these draft picks, that's how they're drafting. It's just a friend. It's your friend.
Or a favor.
Like that's what I'm saying, like a favor for a friend.
Yep.
Hey, I know you got
agents.
I know you got a scouting job. My girlfriend's brother need a job. I bet. Now he was over there. Hey, I just seen this dude. He looked nice. Look, he remind me of Spud Webb. Like no offense, but
there's a lot of people.
We got the number one pick of the draft, bro. I'm not drafting nobody 5'5".
For what? I'm with you.
It's windy here. Nigga 5'5". What's wrong with you, man?
So, last question we got for you. We got to talk a little bit about these Pistons. Became the 8th team in NBA history to go winless for an entire month. Have now lost 17 straight games, which is the second longest losing streak in franchise history. When you look at this Pistons team,
That's so sad.
Are they a bad team, or are they a young team, or are they both? And how do they use these struggles to build for the future?
Well, you got to say they're a bad team because they're a young team, and you got to look at most of the people who have success for long term in this league are veteran teams. But I mean, they got the pieces. You got the guard in Cade. You know what I'm saying? He's a big guard at that. As you said, you like the big guard. Then for me, down low, you got Jalen, Durant. Like, damn, that's. In my book, that's like another young C. Webb for the most part, just without the Fab Five fame. But, you know, Jay puts it on the floor well. You know what I'm saying? He could shoot that 15-footer good, give you the up and unders. He got good post moves. Then we got young Ivy. To me, he's like I see him as that. Now, I'm not saying he's the type of scorer AI was. I'm only comparing him to AI because they were both thin and little to be playing a 2-guard. Yeah. Like, you know, Jay Ivy, he's a good 2-guard. You know, he runs the floor. He's athletic. He gets his shot off, and that's what you need. But I think, you know, also you got Jay Wiseman. I think it's just a matter of him having that confidence in himself. You know, you're coming from Golden State, you're playing behind Draymond, you're playing behind a championship caliber team. Now, if you didn't come from championship caliber shit, you won't know how to react. But I think he just needs a fair shot, you know what I'm saying? Jay Wiseman, he's a good athletic guy, good 4-5, you know. Pistons, they're a young team, man. They're a young team, but it's a matter of I think they're in that transition to the point where they're a young team that's not going to be kept together. So
too many promising pieces.
Too many promising pieces, and you got to pay them tracks. You know what I'm saying? Because let's say in 3 years, all right, or 2 years. Let's say Cade Cunningham contract is up, so now you got to re-sign him. So let's say the year after that, now Jalen Durant contract is up. So now, shit, I got to worry about re-signing him after I just signed Cade Cunningham for all these hundreds of millions of dollars. So, you know, they got the pieces for it right now. I look at them as that East Coast late 90s Clippers team. Remember how they had that yup. They had that athletic team. You know, they were good. It was like, as the veteran team, if you slept on them,
they get you. Yeah.
They're going to get you. But if you play the way you're supposed to play, of course you're going to get it.
Yeah.
But that's how I see the Pistons right now, man, as that young, you know, late 90s Clippers teams with Q and D Miles and, you know, that whole staff.
Was that 99, was it that 2000, 2001 team?
With the dum-dums.
Yeah, the dum-dums.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I see this Pistons team, because they have good young talent. But it also hurts them because, shit, they still living in the shadow, which is fucked up. But
and they're at that age where they don't understand sacrifice and they don't know sacrifice because it's I'm trying to get known.
Because as Lexi said earlier, yo, I want to make my money.
Ready.
So in order for me to make my money, guess what I got to do?
Yeah, they got to hoop.
I got to hoop
stats.
Individually. I gotta get my
Because at
stats.
this point, like, no one's expecting them to really win no more. So.
What'd you think about Azor Thompson, just real quick, what he's been able to do so far his rookie year?
4. I'm saying 4 what team?
Pistons.
The twin.
One of the twins.
It's a young month. He just started. Think about it, for the first month of the season, who we've been hearing for the Pistons about Jalen Durant. You know, so now he's another young talent that's coming along. He's coming to within himself for the last month. But it's all about longevity. You know, if you want to be that good player, if you want to be a part of that team, yo, I got to work on my fucking craft. Like, that's what a lot of these young fellas misconstrue. Like, yo, work on your craft. Work on, it may seem dumb, it may seem simple. Do about 5,000 jab steps a day. It may seem dumb, it may seem simple, but guess what? It's gonna make you that complete player. It's gonna make you that supreme burger. Shit, you doing the 5,000 steps is the lettuce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the pump fakes is the onions, but you're gonna be that supreme burger.
How old is he?
He's 20, I think he turns 21 in January.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody like that, right? And this is just me, but it is reality. You're 20 turning 21, averaging 10. You're not in my future.
As a GM?
As a GM, you're about to be a 21-year-old rookie. You're so far. I mean, if I'm gonna have him as a defensive player, okay, cool. But I mean, if I'm gonna make him like a cornerstone, like he is the cornerstone of my future, who's 21 right now?
But I mean, shit, think about it though. If from what you just said, if he's averaging 10 as a first-year player, that means he's gonna do pretty good for
No.
later on.
Nah.
Once he gets used to the league.
Name me the best 20-year-old in the world right now.
In the world or NBA?
In the NBA. Who's about to be 21, so who's turning 21 right now? 2021.
Wow, shit. You named more than 3/4 of the league. The whole league is young.
Right, so that's...
Haliburton is how old? 23?
So, yeah, if he's 23, it's... How old is Maxey? 22?
No, I want them 21. That means they
Maxey's 23, just turned 23.
No, I'm talking about the guys who came into the league. That'll be... Ant-Man is 22? So under Ant-Man, who's before Ant-Man? Or after Ant-Man?
So you're saying 22 and under?
Nah, just that the same age, but they came into the NBA 2 years ago.
Let me check.
So who's 21 right now?
Figuring it out.
All right, let's think. Let's think of teams.
The last draft. Who was the last draft?
So Paolo Banchero, 21.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Just turned 21 in
All
November.
right.
How old is Kate?
Okay, that class right there. What class is that?
Chet homeboy.
Last year. Oh yeah.
Nah, Chet came after that.
Chet was
Chet-
last year.
Chet-
No, Chet came. Chet was last year. He
He
got
turned
hurt.
21 in May.
Oh yeah,
though.
Chet.
He
So
just
who
got
else? So
Wemby.
Wemby's 19.
Yeah.
Oh, Wemby's
Cade just turned 22.
Yeah, okay, so it's this draft, right?
So it would be the
This
college
draft or maybe last draft
Yeah.
from last year.
Let me pull
That's what I'm
it.
saying. So he's like who?
His teammate.
And how old? Yeah.
Jalen's
See, that's what I'm
young
saying.
boy.
So you're like you're a rook. You're a scoot. Oh, I mean, I'm not worried. He's kind of older too.
Ivy's 21.
Like I'm talking about the guys. So it was the year before. So he's a year. He's a second year player, third year player.
Shaden Sharp's 20.
Okay.
So you got
I see
guys.
what you're saying.
You got guys who's younger, averaging 20 something. So
Right.
you're behind the 8 ball on.
Was he getting the same opportunities as these players?
No, he was in high school.
No, now. Like
They don't.
now in Detroit.
I'm looking at the age. I don't like that rookie shit is cool, but you're averaging 10, and then this guy's younger than you, averaging 20.
yeah.
Right? So that's where I'm gonna follow you. How fast you're gonna catch up. Like if you came in as your rookie year and you're about to be 21, you're averaging about 17 to 20, you're right on pace. As a player, right now you're behind the 8 ball on your age group.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That's the only thing I'm looking at. Like, all right, let me see your numbers compared to where you're supposed to be.
For that age bracket.
That age bracket. Yeah.
Well, let's keep this thing moving. I know it's a little late in the day and we
You
all
said
got
make
things
this
to do.
one. That's cute.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No,
You let the cat out the bag. I am also successful.
No. Okay, now that I see that it's up there and up there, then cool. I just.
You thought I was doing some finger painting?
dog.
No, that was like,
Dog.
but you know how your kids be like, oh, let me go ahead and throw some paint on that day. Like,
Hey, dog,
all right,
grown-
man, do it, though.
grown-
But then when I
grown-ass
seen
men.
it up here, I was
This
like,
is what rich
I
people
like
wear,
your-
apparently.
I like your-
Okay.
Wow, they not-
Grown
they
ass
not-
men can't have cute shit on.
No, I was like, I'm not gonna, mess it up.
He said that's cute.
Yeah, no, kids, you gotta
This
wear
how
your
you do
kids-
me, shit.
No, you gotta wear your kids stuff. Like, my kids did this.
We was
and-
finger painting.
Oh, no doubt.
No, I'm
Happy Father's Day. You know.
Let's get to Mostly Fans, presented by Underdog Fantasy.
Go ahead.
So we got three quick questions because we know we all got shit to do, and it is Tuesday. The club is going up. So first question from Underdog user, fully loaded CEO. This is for you, Sheed. How was it beating the Lakers in 04?
Retribution. It was retribution for me. The Lakers was a thorn. They've been kicking my ass my whole career. When I was out there in Portland, let me see, I was out there, I think about maybe 6 years. I would say 4 or maybe 5 out of those 6 years I was there, the Lakers put us out the playoffs. I was there for that 2000. When they started their little dynasty, winning, I think, a back-to-back or whatever, but I ain't need all that. But, it's cool. But that 2004, it felt good winning it against them of all teams.
Okay. So now we got a video question for you from MostlyFans user, or Underdog user, Trey Sosa, 918. Let's run the clip.
What up, Gil's Arena? I'm a fan. I don't know who code it is, but I'll be running up on one of y'all. But salute to the OG energy in other days. It's real different. I like that. But not to say I don't like everybody else. My question is, if you, Sheed, hot top OG, in today's game, they don't want to admit it, but they model you a lot. What you think you averaging?
Sheed, what are you averaging in today's version of the NBA, the high-scoring, fast-paced?
Well, first I want to be on what he on. You know what I'm saying? My guy, hey. My guy, I'm with you. But I don't know, man. I know it would be substantial, but I was never a stat dude.
Yeah.
So, but especially shit, if they always ask us about who's a better team, this or that. Like, well, are you playing by this rules or that rules? For me, it don't matter the rules. It don't matter what era, because it's a different skill set. Today, you know, yeah, they blowing that whistle a lot with just small shit coming across the lane. If I tap you, that's a foul. Oh, shit, you going against somebody doing that with a skill set? Oh, you asked out. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we can always do, and I'm speaking as an older player, I will talk shit as an older player. A lot of our older players are humble and, you know, they want to say the right shit when it comes to the younger players, but I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to speak the real shit. If I was playing in the league today, I would bust a lot of these motherfuckers' ass, because they're not both sides of the ball. You have about maybe 5 dudes, if that, who are both sides of the ball, offense and defense. They don't have it today in this NBA. You know, they're all about offense. That's why you see a lot of in our day, we used to call it a spread offense, where you have 5 on the outside, nobody in the middle, and it's like, all right, I pass it to you, you got to try to beat your man without no help. That's how the NBA game is played today. I guarantee you, if you guys have another guest on here, right, who plays in the NBA today, you ask this motherfucker, what is a Hawk cut?
He would know.
What is a Princeton cut? What is a Princeton play? You know what I'm saying? What is this? What is that? As far as the terms go, they won't know what the fuck it is, because they wasn't taught that. They don't know about it. But it's part of the game, because all they know is 5 wide. All right, y'all over here, let me scoot over. I'm over here, and we gonna pass the ball around the horn like, fuck. Ain't nobody gonna move. We all shooting threes. Can't have it.
Was the shell offense and defense?
That was shell. and now, shell used to be practice.
Yeah.
And
warm up.
And now shell is prime time.
Shell was warm up the pride. All right, get your legs.
Yep.
And we cut, be mad. Oh,
Hey,
come
man.
on, man. You're going too hard, man. Come on. Ah, damn. That'll make me look bad in the shell drill.
Yep, cut right in front of your face.
Hey, they used to be funny. All right, y'all, hey, weak side cut.
Man.
You cut hard, watch what happens. Cut hard, watch what happens.
Yeah, slow your ass
Motherfuckers be
down.
leveling people. Ah, stand them up. They're not
And we really used to fuck the rookies up for
Yes,
that.
yes.
They tried to impress coach. Hey, yo, slow down.
Relax.
Slow down.
Relax.
Our last question is from underdog user
Jalen Green. Who's better, him or Azure?
Who?
Jalen Green or Thompson? The rookie.
Why you
Wow.
Jalen Green.
I'm just here to host.
That's what I'm saying. I knew there was somebody that was that age.
He turned 22 in February.
Jalen Green.
I got to say that for me they about even.
Yeah.
But I gotta agree. Jay is better on offense and Tom's better on defense.
All right, so our last question, underdog user, Big E67. Let's run it.
What's up, Gil? Quick question. What's your defensive strategy against LeBron James throughout your whole NBA career? Try to slow him down for getting buckets if he having a hot night.
What's your defensive strategy for LeBron James throughout your career?
He got to be a troll because he know we lost every game against them. We didn't win those series, bro. So whatever I say, it didn't work.
So what
It
was the
didn't
attempt?
work.
What was
It didn't
the
work.
attempt?
Huh?
What was the attempted game plan?
It didn't work. It don't matter.
Who fought what?
Whatever I say, they're going to say you lost. So it don't matter. You go. You go. What was your plan? Because we didn't succeed.
For us, of course, we had the crafty Tayshaun Prince on him at that time. I would say our game plan was to push him left because he was dominant right-handed player. He go to the right, he's going to the bucket 9 times out of 10. So our biggest thing was to push him left and to force him to pass it to somebody else who's uncomfortable in that position. For us at that time, it was mainly like, all right, if he's out top and he drives, no matter if he go right or left, whoever was guarding Varejao, we're going to come to help. So, because he's like, shit, we'd rather let Varejao beat us. He going to have to beat us on all these dump-off dunks or, you know what I'm saying, dunker spot dunks or passes, opposing to Bron, you know, doing what he did. And, like, for us, that was our main thing. And a lot of people always go back to like, oh, man, Bron bust y'all ass and this and that. Yeah, he did bust our ass that one game. But y'all look at the overall total of that Detroit team of when he played with that Cleveland team, man, we beat the shit out them niggas, dog. Every time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you definitely, for me as a coach, I would say send them left. If I got a guy coming or coming around the top, I'm going to send him to the middle. Baseline guy, you're going to help too. We're going to force him to pass. I mean, because shit, he ain't number one for nothing. The fuck?
Number one in scoring. Right?
He ain't number one for nothing. But, you know, you just got to put guys in situations like that. Like, damn, I'm going to make it an overabundant basketball play. If I send 3 dudes at you, like, fuck. And if you still shoot it, well, now the critics are going to have fun. But basketball players, we like, it was 2 other guys open.
Yeah.
So.
You know what the worst scouting report was on him? He couldn't shoot.
Well, he got better as he became older, though.
But think about the concept of he can't shoot. What does that tell us to do?
Dare shot.
Dare him to shoot it. What happens if he makes 2 or 3?
He's hot.
Now you're gonna try to play defense. Now he's going around you, right? So you set yourself up for failure when you're telling your team he can't do something because now it takes away the concept of even playing defense on him. Oh, he don't shoot that good from the 3-point line. So, you know, so now he had the 3-point line. You sitting there, yeah, shoot it. He shoots it, he makes it. Now, the next time is, now he blows by a dunk.
And that's like, yo,
I just tell you he couldn't shoot.
That's how it was.
Fucking said, but he just hit 3 of them. Now it puts you in this hot potato match with LeBron, and that's exactly what it is. Like somebody like that, you have to play them as greatness. You can't.
And like you said, you can't get in a hot potato match with him.
Nope.
Unless you are number 1 scorer on your team.
Yep.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Like I remember with Rondo. Rondo can't shoot. We're gonna go under, and then we're gonna sit at the free throw line, and we're gonna clog the lane up. So I'm sitting at the free throw line.
That was a call on Rondo.
Yeah. What'd he do? He drove to the free throw line. Now what you gonna do? You gonna back up again?
Right.
Because if you back up, I'm shooting a free throw. I can shoot a free throw.
Yeah, dog. And
I can shoot.
Rondo worked on his J.
Yeah, I can shoot a free throw. You gonna back up some more? And if not, I'm just gonna go. I'm this close to the rim. I might as well go for a layup. That's what with Ben Simmons. They back up that drive right to them. What are you gonna do now? What are you gonna do right now?
Why you looking at me?
I'm looking at your face. I'm looking at your face. Like I don't need it. You don't need to shoot a 3. He backed up so far. Just drive it right to him. Maybe he might back up again. Now it's a dunk.
He probably is gonna foul you.
I mean, you're this close. Like, oh my God.
Oh, it's a dunk. If we talking about who?
Man, come on, man. Oh, you ain't seen him in the summer.
Oh, who?
Ben Simmons.
What about him?
You come here in the summer.
What about him?
Oh, nah, he
I don't give a fuck about the summer.
He's like Godzilla out here, though.
I don't care.
What
good is that doing for me during the season? What good was that doing for my Sixers during the season? It wasn't shit. I don't give a fuck if he
was a great defender. He was a great first team all defense. Even when he got booed.
Did you think the show was over?
I got it. My AirPod died.
So come on, it was first team. At least the defensive side.
You know why that whole first team shit went down? Because Brian vouched for him. Brian vouched for him coming out of college, saying that, oh, he's the next me, and who ate it up? The league. Now, when you get to the league, oh, now it's this and that. Now, I'll give it to him. The young nigga could pass. Like, if you open, he gonna dime you. That's about all he can do for me, though.
Is it that he overpasses?
Why? But why are you overpassing, though? Because you can't shoot.
But he was even overpassing when he was like under the basket. He would be like,
because I don't have that confidence to even make a fucking layup.
Yeah.
And you in the wrong city playing for that. I don't care about that New York shit with them and that, but he was doing that shit in Philly. Yo, nah.
Look,
Nah, we gonna chop you up, cuz. We gonna julienne your ass if you go to the market. You in the supermarket, you with your lady or whatever, yo, niggas ain't trying to hear that. Hey, fam, I need you to rebound more, dog.
Oh, yeah.
For real. I don't care what you with your wife. We was cutthroat like that in Philly. I mean, and he couldn't handle it overall.
Let me be his. Look, I sit right next to him. Trust me.
The shit.
Hey, bro, this about us, man. Hey, fuck the rest of this team, brother.
Hey, look.
Go out there and I need you to shoot it.
Well, he probably did have somebody like that in his ear, and guess what happened? Dog,
give me 2 for 35. I don't give a shit,
man.
I treat like a baby. Good job, boy.
So
good job, baby.
Let me ask you this: as the number one option when you was at Zona, right? You scored over 1,000 points, right?
Oh no.
As the number one option.
I was number 4 option.
No, I'm saying when you became.
I was never the number 1 option.
You wasn't.
He was only there 2 years.
2 years.
But I wasn't the number 1 option. But I led the team score.
You did. Yeah, you scored 1,105 points in your Arizona career.
Okay.
Damn, I was putting that motherfucker up.
So.
Damn, you averaged 15 as a freshman. Look at you.
I told you I wasn't passing the ball.
His career. If I'm coming in as the top recruiter.
I told you.
It's better than
As a top recruiter, if I'm coming in, yo, I'm the top recruit.
Accidental assist.
I'm the man on the team. I'm the number 1 option.
Yeah.
Yo, how you not score 1,000 points? Especially with the program you're in. The program you're in, you are that number 1 option.
Wait, how many years did he play?
1.
You 1,000 points as a freshman?
Man, if you're the number 1 option.
That's a lot of points.
Oh, that's a lot of points, right?
Man,
That's like 30 games.
Pistol Pete did it. I want to hear shit.
Look, that's
Mahmoud did it.
Like
I don't want to
35?
hear shit neither when you're the number 1 fucking option. You could put up
He did have
a 1-on-5. You can come down court and have 5 people in your face and throw that shit up if you're the number 1 option.
1,000 points in a season.
I just think that he's so talented, like just skill wise, that he's just so unselfish that it makes it hard for everybody. It makes it so hard for everybody else. If I know you're not gonna shoot the ball, I'm never gonna fall for anything. You're not gonna shoot it. Right? If you come to the lane and you get in your foot in the paint, we're gonna stay home now because we know you're not gonna score.
That's what I'm saying. I don't need that on my team.
Yeah, you're right.
And even if everybody stay home and I'm forcing you to shoot it and you're on a smaller player and you still can't score?
Yeah.
And I'm calling upstairs. You.
I think that's a good place to end the show for today. Very spirited discussion as always. Sheed, we appreciate you pulling up for these past 2 days.
I'm just saying.
Make sure y'all check out Sheed and Tyler premiere early 2024.
Yes, sir.
Follow Underdog NBA YouTube page. They got all types of clips and promo content coming out. We'll be on the lookout for that show. You're ever back around this way, we would love to have you here, brother.
Yes, sir. All day, every day.
Yes, sir.
Always and forever like Heat Wave, good brother.
This has been Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoop, whoop. We will see y'all on Wednesday. That shit was fucking great.